Welcome to Saltmarsh, a small fishing town in the kingdom of Caeland. The citizens of Saltmarsh are just nice, totally normal, salt-of-the-earth type people. If you're in the mood for libations, head on over to the Snap and Line for some refreshing lobster claw wine. More in the market for new armaments? The Dwarven Anvil can take care of all your plate mail bikini needs. Or, if you want to take out a vicious burrito smuggling gang, then you can hire this ragtag menagerie of adventurers to help you out. So, what happens when an owl, a horse, a turtle, a frog, and an elf walk into a bar? Well, why don't you stick around and find out?
Hello, everyone. Hopefully you can see and hear me.
Hello.
Just gonna sit and wait until we get.
Whoa, wait.
Sorry. It's a giant
Jesus
rat.
God! It's
What the fuck?
Sorry for timing.
okay.
There couldn't be better timing.
Seeking pirates, the menagerie set sail. Against burrito bandits, locked drawers and stealth rolls they did prevail. With their bounty acquired, what could go wrong? It's always exciting to tag along. A note to the Domlins, if they persist, make sure they end up on Virgil's list. Whatever happens, I know hilarity is sure to ensue. Saltmarsh crew, I'm delighted to say I can hear and see you.
Hey.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Helpful Goat Presents The Goats of Saltmarsh. I'm Galway, and I'm one of the founders of Helpful Goat Gaming, a small independent game design and game content creation community, and we come to you tonight playing the pre-written adventure Ghosts of Saltmarsh. It would have been better as Goats, so we changed it in our header. Before we get started tonight, and I turn things over to Rachel, who will be the DM for the evening, a couple of quick notes. As I mentioned, we are a game content community, and we've just been a community that has been getting ourselves through what I earlier today termed the 386 days of 2020, because we're finally free. Please God. If you would like to join that community and hang out with us, get to play games. Actually, we do some internal streams in there. I just played the first part of Sekiro for people today. You can use !Discord in the chat. Get a link, click the link, you join our Discord. We have a real good time there, and it got us through 2020. It's been a wonderful support for a lot of people, and we have a lot of fun in there as well. Besides that, we stream every week here on Twitch, twitch.tv/helpfulgoat. Today is Wednesday. I know what day it is. It's fine. We will be streaming tomorrow with Spire, which will be GM'd by Elise. That's always a good time. And then coming up on Friday, we have me GMing Rachel in this group and some others as the Marauders return to Moontree Isle, and there is potentially, depending on how quickly they move, I think a fairly large surprise in store for them, so you can check that out. You can follow us here on Twitch. Doing so lets you get a notification whenever we go live. You can also cheer or subscribe to us. Both of those help us monetarily and would be enormously appreciated. If you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for us to free for a month with Twitch Prime. Those don't auto-renew, so you have to check back in, re-up it. But all of that is super helpful, and we would appreciate that a lot. If you would like to contribute to us directly, you can use !coffee, KO-FI in the chat, and get a link to our coffee page. Those donations come straight to us and help us do more of this thing that we love doing. And then finally, we highlight a cause regularly, !donate. In the chat, we'll show you a link to the cause we're highlighting this month, which is the Trevor Project, which is assistance for LGBT youth. Managed to get through that relatively well. They're a wonderful organization. They do a lot of work. They do a lot of work with streamers. They do a lot of work generally. But we also encourage you to look for local organizations that assist that cause. Use the Trevor Project as a starting point. Use that as a place to get resources, a place to get ideas, a place to get an understanding of what the national need in the community looks like. And we very much encourage you to look for a local organization that understands the particular needs in your area, because state to state, needs look very different. Situation on the ground is very different. Legislation can be very different. And we encourage you, as always, to consider those less privileged than you, less access to resources, less access to power and control, and who are thus exposed to more dangers, not the least of which has been COVID-19. Obviously, it's taken over a lot of our lives, and a lot of people have been privileged enough to be able to largely shelter from that, and that's a lot harder for a lot of people. So we request that you take a look, consider it, and then we will we appreciate all that. I think that is it for me, and so now I will turn it over to our DM, Rachel. Luckily, the idling position for my point was correct, because I was about to point to you in the cams on my screen, which are not the right cams anymore, as we've discussed. But yeah, Rachel, take it away.
Yay. Hi. I got distracted by cameras now because you said that, and I was like, oh, I should go and look and see what the positions are for cameras. Fine. Hi. I'm Rachel. I'm DMing the goats of Saltmarsh today, and I go by she, her, hers. And let's introduce people. I'm gonna point to Andy.
Hi, everyone.
Andy can introduce himself.
I'm Andy. I go by he, him, his, and I play Professor Baz Wilford, who also goes by he, him, his. And then let's point to that way. Yep, to Lena.
Hi, I'm Lena. She, her, hers. I'm playing Ocean Blue, the Sea Elf Paladin. Also she, her, hers. And go Joel. That's how directions work.
Sure, that's how directions work. I don't know. Hi, I'm Joel. He, him, his. I'm playing Dunlum, the Turtle Cleric. He, him, his as well. Why not? Go away. I mean, I guess.
Hello, everybody. I'm Galway. I go by he, him, his pronouns, and I am playing the Centaur Barbarian Virgil Mondragon, who also uses he, him, his pronouns.
And then
Monty.
next to Monty, so kind of point that way. You're on the opposite side of the screen. So.
I'm Monty. I use they, them pronouns, and I'm going to be the Grung Ranger Gunk, who also uses they, them, or he, him pronouns.
So last time we got on a boat, did some stuff, and so I'm going to let you guys actually recap what that stuff was.
That's actually pretty encompassing.
Got on a boat, did some stuff.
That was pretty much it, yeah. Got a horse sling.
Story-wise, before we got on the boat, Ocean Blue and I and Baz went to go see the captain to see if we could get really good identification for the 4 people we need to capture. We did that, and Ocean Blue tried to get the captain to agree to like another meeting with the town council, which will need to happen in a week. And Lena's counting down the days, I'm sure.
That's like only like a brief summary that gets some of the details wrong, though. So I gave someone a mushroom. That's really important. I gave a guard a mushroom.
Is it?
And then that dude that I didn't write the name down of in this set of notes, I had to have to scroll up, said that he wasn't planning on talking to the council about the threat to the world. So he said I needed to
interrupt really quickly just to say that I really want to read a book now called If You Give a Guard a Mushroom.
So I have to talk to the council myself about the threat to the world. I have to put in a petition at the council house and talk to Janine. But Janine is on maternity leave and won't be back for a week. So I'm going to go back in a week to fill out paperwork so that I can tell the council house about the threat to saving the world. No, not threat to saving the world. Kind of threat to saving the world.
Yep.
Oh, and I gave the desk clerk at the council house a mushroom also and asked them to sleep with it. So...
Is it starting to scare anyone else that Lena's keeping meticulous track of who actually has a mushroom? Because I have a mushroom, and I'm starting to get scared.
I feel like Virgil just finger guns at you with that question. You sure do, buddy. You sure do.
So after that, I think we kind of just went to the boat, and other people can recap the boat stuff. I don't need to talk the whole time.
There was an entire adventure to make a horse sling.
True. There was. And which we didn't need, which is awesome.
We stealthily made our way on board. One person more awkward than the rest.
Try to think of things that would tie over to this time, because we had fight, we killed everyone, we took our 4 captives. I did tie the shoes of a goblin up in the crow's nest, which the other shoe hasn't dropped on that yet. And I need Gunk to help me get open a wizard's chest.
You also got knocked entirely the fuck out by the other wizard. So
really
I like how you just kind of yada the fights. There was a series of fights which ended with us with all 4 of the captives that the council wanted us to bring back, like the leaders, and essentially now that we like have them, it's the freaking ship's officers. Like, you know, it's just the list of the officers.
We also, when we were looting, found a map that is probably going to come into play later. A crudely drawn map 10 miles southwest of Saltmarsh.
Yeah, there were a bunch of normal, like, professionally made ship's charts, and then there was one crudely drawn map. That I think that one had the sigil of, like, a lizard sticking out a forked tongue.
Oh, and we discovered, speaking of lizards, that lizard folk have been requesting iron and weapons from the pirates. So there's, like, you know, some probably relevant plot points, but the important things are the mushrooms.
And I brought out Ms. Ark to help us look out for baddies on the ship.
And
I think
Gunk didn't check for traps. Was that mentioned?
Right.
And then got real sliced from a box under a couch.
Sure did open that chest real well.
Well, they gotta learn somehow, I guess.
But yeah, Andy, you should be able to control Miss Ark now.
I do. In this, did you like make a whole icon for me? That's very sweet.
I thought I'd make a black weasel for you.
Okay.
It's cute.
Yeah.
It's very cute.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Did you not want a beautiful weasel icon?
Oh no, there's just already a weasel icon in the game. I just like this is great though.
A beautiful one.
I super appreciate it. Yeah. Above and beyond. I love it.
Me. Okay, so you guys are have got your 4 captives. You've kind of like put them in the boat that you used to drag Virgil up.
Tied them up or restrained them in some way.
Yes, and they're knocked unconscious as well. And you've got a couple of dead bandits up here, and then you still have pretty much the entirety of the ship unexplored.
They just kept coming to us.
That's well, you were loud. You were loud.
A lot of bodies.
Yep.
Virgil, is it bad taste to just throw these overboard?
The dead bodies or the ones we tied up?
The dead ones that we don't need.
Oh.
Yes.
I would defer to Dunlum as the local religious authority here. How do you normally bury pirates?
Not certain myself. There are ways of burial at sea. Do we consider these people worthy of burying?
Well, Father, Cleric, what do we call you? Is there a Nickname for your
No,
That's
no,
correct.
please.
Father
no.
Cleric. Father Cleric. I sort of leave that in your wheelhouse, as it were. I do.
What if instead we left them on the ship and just let them sit for a few months so they got really rotten and gooey?
Problem with that is this is now our ship. So
Exactly.
No, that's not a good idea.
No, it'd be so
Absolutely
perfect.
not.
Gunk, it'd
No,
be
no,
so
no.
perfect. They'd be so rotten. It would be decayed.
But you know what? If
wonderful.
we chuck them in the ocean, they're gonna get just as rotten. They just won't be right in front of us. So they'll be out in the world all rotten. Ain't that even better?
I don't think mushrooms grow in the ocean, Gunk.
No, but other stuff does. Let's just kick him overboard. That's fine.
Virgil's gonna sort of be like, to Dunlop, can you just say a couple of words real quick? This is escalating into a situation.
Oh, Procan, father of the waves, please bless these departed souls. May they find the proper place in the afterlife. Amen.
And in the
then
water.
he starts falling overboard.
Beautiful.
Excellent.
I would also like to point out that we heard noises below deck. We might not be alone.
Very true. I can leave Miss Ark out here if the rest want to follow me in to the quarters over here. And Gunk especially. I do need help with a wizard's box. Gunk, you're all cut up. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
We don't need to talk about that.
Yes, right over here, Gunk. There's a chest that needs attending to, and
Alright.
it is a wizard's
What?
chest.
You checked it?
I checked it to see if it was locked or trapped, and I could not tell, though I believe it is locked.
All right. Well, locked, I can deal with. Trapped, not so much. Do you want to have another look, please?
I would love it. DM, is that okay?
Yeah, I don't think you actually checked for traps last time. You just
Oh, okay,
knew
good.
it was locked.
Investigation?
Yes, please.
Decent at this. Oh, shit.
That's a
Yeah.
bad one.
Hit. Total of 25.
This chest is for sure trapped.
For sure trapped, actually.
And you can
great.
tell with your critical success that it is not a magical trap or anything. It is just it is trapped with poisonous gas, and it's just a mechanism that that will like Gunk's like fucking whatever. Yeah, it is trapped with poisonous gas, and it is just a mechanism that releases it if you open it without undoing the trap.
How big is this chest?
You don't just ask how big a chest is, Andy.
A day.
I started to formulate plans. Yes, I do kind of want to know how big this is.
Let's see. Does it?
You could
tell
just
me?
leave the room, and then I'll set off the trap, and it's not going to hurt me, so no one else is in here.
Gunk, I was also wondering, there are others in this boat, this sort of watertight boat. It wouldn't be horrible if we just threw the chest downstairs and opened it.
Yeah, but what if what's inside it's breakable?
No, of course. I defer to you in such situations.
Also, we can't be sure that everyone on this
Virgil.
boat is a, pirate.
A baddie, yes.
That is true.
Fair
Also,
enough.
Keep in mind, it just says poisonous gas. I don't know. That doesn't necessarily mean that the only effect is poison.
Fair enough.
With a nat 20, though.
I know it's trapped. I don't know, but with what, I think.
You know that it is poisonous gas, but you don't know. You can't tell by looking at it what type of poisonous gas it would be.
Okay, well, if it's just poison, I can handle that. But what if it's... Hey, don't you go creeping out the door just yet.
Creeping out the door. Virgil was legitimately about to go grab Baz and drag him out of that room.
So how does one disable a trap exactly? That's not really my forte.
Dex check. This one
Oh,
is
a
just
dex
like
check.
yeah. For this one specifically, especially because he got the critical success too, it's just like releasing a pin and moving a thing. Like it's just basically seeing how well you can maneuver it.
I can sort of point out where the trap is here. And I'll
yeah.
leave Ms. Ark here with you.
His critical success can give you advantage on your dex check. I'll allow that.
I'll leave Ms.
Cool.
Ark. I can see and hear through Ms. Ark, even though she can't communicate. So I'll be watching you from out here.
Andy, are you just gonna let your weasel get poisoned if Gunk fails the dex check?
Up goes the weasel.
Not just a weasel. Ms. Ark is my teaching assistant. She's a bit more than just a weasel. But yes.
Okay. Wait.
Academia teaching assistant, but I don't think we should poison them, okay?
Yeah, I was going to say, so we're now just turning this into a metaphor for the abuse of the academy on its student workers? Oh, no, don't worry. Teaching assistant. It's fine to leave them near the poison.
Teaching, don't get me wrong, Ms. Ark is indispensable. I don't want to have anything.
But I can produce another of her within an hour.
She is magical and just merely pops out of existence.
Indispensable, but she's also pretty fucking dispensable.
If something bad happens to her, she just pops out of existence, and then I pop her back in. Totally fine.
It's called a scholarship.
That's called a scholarship. Everything's fine if you give the weasel what they want. And then I'll go blinded deaf and
I'm sorry, is this Professor Baz Woodward talking,
here?
or is this Professor Andy Gilbert?
Also, and Baz will sort of put a hand on my turtle friend in front of me, and then my vision and sight goes into Ms. Ark.
Okay. I look down at the weasel
through the door.
Yeah, what? How you? Yeah, I'm gonna look down at the weasel and just be like, okay, so how exactly is a weasel gonna explain to me how to disarm this trap?
Oh, I pointed it out at least before I left, but that's all I can do.
And why is the weasel here? What is it doing?
I shout back, moral support.
How? I mean, she is damn cute. Fine. So what do I roll for this?
Give me 2. If you have, I don't know if you have sleight of hand, but you can give me sleight of hand if you have it. Otherwise, just dex check.
I do not. It's just the same. So
okay. And
I didn't think I was going to be the rogue. Okay, cool. I got an unnatural 20. Yeah.
You definitely disarmed the trap easily.
I get to keep what's in here, right? I mean, I did all the work.
I'm looking for. I shout again into like Dunlam's ear. I'm looking for books. That's really it for now.
I'm just gonna sort of like turn Baz's head towards the room. Actually.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy.
Over here.
Okay, buddy.
Sorry about that.
Yep.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, then the trap. I mean, it's still locked. So.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So
you want to use your thief tool
again
to try and.
Yes, I would. Like to
Weasel
do that.
hops up on your shoulder.
Is that advantage again? It's only a 13. If it is. If not, it's 11. And 11. Blah.
It is not advantage, and 11 does not open it. It is just you're like trying to get in there, but the weasel is kind of just distracting you with how cute it is. And yeah.
Might need a little more time.
The weasel nods. I'll flip back into Baz. Okay, so good news, bad news. We're able to disarm the trap, but we can't quite get the lock open. Is anyone with a hammer or two wouldn't mind smashing it a bit?
Don't smash it. I can hear you. There's gonna be stuff in here. You don't know how to steal shit, do you, Baz?
Smash
don't
the lock,
smash it.
You know that Gunk was shouting back at all of us, so we know what's happening. Also, right there, I can see right there.
I can smash it.
How? Okay, I'm just gonna go out of the room again, stick my head out. How about we just save this for later and take care of, more pressing matters, like the fact that there's probably still people here?
If we maintain possession of the boat, we should have possession of the objects on the boat, so Gunk has a worthwhile idea.
100%. Normally, I would agree. The only thing is, I am tapped, basically. And if we run into much more trouble on the boat, there might be something in this chest that could help us, is my only concern.
I can smash it.
Just smash the lock.
Please.
Not the
Smash
box
them.
itself.
I can try.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to smash the lock.
Okay, so that's
I already
gonna be
left
an
the room.
attack
Hang on.
at I'm gonna have it be at, well, I was gonna say be at disadvantage, but no, I think I'll just have it be a higher DC since you're trying to be more specific. So yeah, you can just do an attack roll with your hammer. You have a hammer, right?
Yes. Hey!
Jesus. So like
You know,
Yeah,
you're
actually,
allowed,
roll
so
ones.
don't
and
matter.
you're like, I can smash it, and you come in with your giant hammer, and you're just like, boom, and you literally just like shave the lock part off with the hammer. Like you don't even touch the rest of the chest. It's just like gone. It's sheer, and the chest just pops open.
Beautiful. What's inside?
You see a leather purse that contains 50 gold pieces and a spell scroll of Gust of Wind and the wizard Punkita's spell book, which I don't really know. You guys know more about things than I do. Is there something good about getting a wizard spell book?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wizards can
Very,
learn
very
spells
good.
by copying them.
Oh,
That-
Wizards
so do you want me
equal
to
busted.
tell you which
Like,
spells?
it takes a long ass time, so you
Yeah,
can do it.
You
later.
can wait on that. I can't use them at all on the boat.
Okay,
but-
well,
except for the
then,
gust of wind, technically.
write a note and remind me to tell you. But yeah, there is a spell. I mean, right now, Ocean has all the things.
Baz, there's a lot of shit in here for you. And also 50 gold pieces that we can all split.
Excellent. We can add it to our gold pile.
Yeah, who's tracking that? Because I haven't been writing that down.
Me.
Okay,
I'm
good.
tracking it. Don't you worry.
But I'll take the spell book and the gust of wind for now, and keep track of
Okay,
that.
So you can write Punkita's spell book, and then that will just remind me
Okay.
to let you have that. Oh, I
Ah,
left out a spell book earlier because I didn't know they were important. Don't worry about it; it's fine.
So what you're saying
The
is
wizard
there's
died
two in here, right? That's what you're meaning,
The what?
right? No.
Who?
Okay.
What?
like there's two in here. Yeah, you just suddenly look it up, and yeah, no, there was another part where there was a spell book, and I was like, that's not important. I don't know what that does, and so I just didn't mention it.
It's all good.
I'm a terrible person. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for Punkita's thing. And don't forget that you did find a key, though you don't know what it's to.
An iron key, I believe. It was like specifically described as being made
Yeah.
of iron.
Mhm.
We should try it in all the locks we find that are locked from now on.
It's
Not a bad
probably
idea.
for the iron chest that tried to kill me, but yeah, sure, we can try it. Why
Can
not?
I like listen at this door or at these doors sort of along here?
Yeah, at that door, I can turn the page and read the things. That door is.
A little black weasel pops up on your shoulder, Virgil.
That's a long climb.
Takes her a minute.
Climbs up your haunches. At that door, you don't hear anything.
Open it.
This is, yeah, you can go in. It's not locked. Or you can like go in to have it light up, right?
That was what I meant. I was like, I'll just light
yeah.
this up. You can tell me what happens if something horrible happens.
This is the ship's galley. You see a crude metal stove, not lit, leans against the hull. It has an adjustable metal chimney that can be placed through a vent hole when it is opened. Next to the stove is an open metal bin containing sticks of wood kindling, and beside this is a large wooden table, bolted firmly to the deck with a thick top crisscrossed with score marks. The table has a large drawer. Hanging from hooks set into the hull above the table are 2 iron frying pans, 2 saucepans, and a skillet. Set against the bulkhead opposite a large cask filled with clear liquid. Beside this stands a wooden cupboard. Against the bulkhead beside the forward door, God, this is a lot of random information, is a wooden upright chair, and hanging
Oh, and a
from the
spellbook.
center of the deck above is an unlit hooded lantern.
Was there a drawer that you mentioned?
There is.
So
The drawer,
Yeah.
which is unlocked, holds an assortment of butcher's knives, saws, and choppers.
scoop.
You can add those things to your inventory.
And check the cupboards.
The cupboard holds a miscellany of tin mugs, small and large tin plates, wooden platters, and a metal dipper, which I'm guessing is like a ladle. I've never heard it called a dipper before.
So it's the big
Dipper?
Big
It's a
Dipper.
big dipper.
Well, okay, fine, go away.
Dunlum will also take a look inside, or at least enter.
The only thing that has not yet been checked is the cask.
I was about to say, I heard clear liquid, and I'm intrigued. So it's not like
That
the other
liquid
thing.
is
Father
water.
Cleric.
It's a cask of water, Father Cleric.
Here, he takes 2 fingers, dips it in, licks it. Water.
And there is a
Come on.
door at the other end as well.
Oh.
Listen
Yes,
at that one
little
too.
thing is there. You also hear nothing.
Moving on through.
Gunk Ocean Blue. Thank you so much for help with the chest. I do appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
Sure. I mean, I didn't help much in the end, but come on, let's go.
I think you helped but not die. So that's good.
All right.
I'm gonna dunk. Sorry,
You're gonna do what?
I was just
No,
gonna
no,
dunk
no.
my head in the water and just like
Replenish.
breathe underwater for a little
Yeah,
bit.
Give yourself just stick it in.
Ah, better.
Beautiful. That is the
Actually,
galley
yeah.
store.
Miss Ark
Yeah?
and I are just going to stay on the deck and watch out, I think.
Sounds good. From
Great.
iron hooks set into the ceiling hang 3 long strings of sausages, a large ham, and a hunk of meat. Against the hull are 3 sacks. Set against the bulkhead beside the door are a cask and a ceramic jar. Against the other bulkhead are set a large and small cask and another ceramic jar. There is an opening in the latter bulkhead about 3 feet square, with its lower edge about 3 feet above the deck.
I'm just gonna kind of like twist off a few sausages. As I'm walking out, like toss one to Dunlum.
There you go.
Dunlum kind of catches it.
That's cooked,
Okay.
right? That's cooked. You're not eating raw meat, right? That's definitely cooked.
Virgil's like, hmm? Yeah, it's good. It's good. Tosses one to Gunk.
You're gonna get a tapeworm.
Won't be the first time.
I really like that Gunk is
Oh,
everybody's
God.
mom.
He turned out like really more of a clean freak than I had imagined, which is weird.
Like,
but
Please
okay.
don't eat raw meat. No, don't have molten bodies on the ship. Like,
Yeah.
Listening
pretty
to this one.
okay, that one. I guess I should have been making you roll this whole time, but I didn't because But this one you're gonna roll on. So for no reason.
Uh-oh.
I wonder if something's behind there.
I don't know. Shut up.
8.
Oh no.
So I still hear nothing.
You hear nothing.
I'm just shoving meat into my bag of holding. Just
Nice.
Also, I
Yeah,
like the
I'll
fact
take
that
all
there
this
was the
meat.
specification of sausage, ham, meat. I'm like,
The meat is salt beef. It clarifies
Oh.
further down, not in the part that you read out loud.
then what?
I don't know. I didn't write the book.
Investigation check on the meat. It's salt beef. Like, what? Why? Why, wizards? Why did you need that to be a mechanic?
100%.
Well, I rolled an 8. I don't hear anything. I'm gonna do what I've been doing the whole time and open the goddamn door.
A distinct odor about this room reminds you of a marsh or a swamp. Not fetid, not oppressive, but certainly noticeable. In the center of the area is a wood table, bolted to the deck. On the table sits a silver jug half full of a red liquid, and with it are 3 pewter mugs. Around the table are set 3 upright wooden chairs, and an unlit hooded lantern hangs from the ceiling above. In the gloom, you can see 3 hammocks, one at each end of the cabin slung between the bulkhead and one of the ship's ribs. And the third hanging across the corner of the cabin from next the aft door to the central bulkhead. Each hammock is occupied by a scaled figure. A small chest or box of some sort lies under the most forward hammock. There appear to be weapons under each of the hammocks.
Are they responding to the fact that the door has swung open? I haven't like stepped in. I could also step inside so that I also realized I could change stream so that stream can see the map. But
you could give me a stealth roll to see how quiet you opened the door.
I wasn't. I will go ahead and just say I can pass on that. I wasn't trying to. My perception was, is there anyone here? I've also kind of figured that if someone was going to be here and wanting to do shit about it, they probably would have responded to us arguing about throwing people off of the deck and murdering
we were literally
people
yelling
generally.
at each other.
Yeah,
we were literally shouting to Gunk. No, it's fine.
But so like I'm okay with that. The only thing I was going to say is before I'd stepped into the rooms before I would have, but just so stream could see them. So like I have just shoved the door open and I'm like, huh, that's a thing.
So,
but I will step in just so that stream can see.
one of the hammocks does stir, and you hear what just sounds like guttural hissing sound. And what does anybody speak Draconic?
Yes,
you do. But you're not nearby, so you can't hear.
Nope. I'm not there. I'm still eating meat.
Just hear
I do not.
Guttural hissing sounds as this creature is getting out.
Does it seem hostile? Like, is it shouting at me or like menacing me with weapons, or does it seem like it's just getting up?
Give me an insight check.
Yeah, the barbarian's great at those.
That's a 5. Man, you don't know. You just hear a whole bunch of guttural hissing and you're just like, the fuck is happening? You can't tell at all.
We have sort of a scale situation. 3 of them.
Ew. Like
smells like mosh.
Yeah, lizard folk.
Gold?
Lizard folk, cool.
Yeah.
Where was this room again?
Wait, are you? Hold on. Where is everyone? Because I think I'm the only one on the deck.
No, I'm also on the deck.
Okay.
Yeah, me and Virgil, I think, are the ones talking.
Yeah. Everybody
Okay,
else is
cool.
back
Hang
in
on.
the alley first.
You guys can come out. I just didn't know where.
I'll go back.
Scale in pounds or kilograms?
I think scales is in like on your skin.
On large figures. Hello.
Like you.
Hello. How are you doing? Hello.
Hi. So, what's going on?
I'm just sort of waving at the one that's like hissing at me, trying to see if it's immediately charging me.
So it kind of looks at you, concerned, and it in very broken common, it says, why disturb?
Well, just checking the room. You all don't seem like pirates.
You not pirate? And it starts to reach for its sword under its.
What about them doesn't seem like a pirate?
But just
I can hear this too now, right? I'm next to Virgil. Okay, I'm gonna say in Draconic, no, we're new members of the crew. We just got on now. How you doing?
So I'm just now picturing
Sorry
this
it's so late.
This tiny frog next to me is not like I'm like
what the fuck? Say? Okay. I'm gonna have you roll me a deception check at advantage.
Fair enough. Where is my deception? Oh, I'm good at deception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Third critical success
my
this
gosh,
game.
Rolling so well.
Jesus.
Are
Yeah.
we? Are we?
Yeah. Most yes.
So
7.5 on average. Just gonna say.
I was gonna make a terrible joke. Anyway, he stops reaching for his weapon and looks at Gunk, and Draconic just responds like, "Oh, okay. So I heard there was a lot of shouting earlier."
Yeah, a whole bunch of us just came on board. The shifts are changing. Some of the other guys are going back. You know what it's like, getting a new crew
Okay.
rotation going. So
And you see as he's
yeah,
standing there,
we're just
a
looking for
little-
our room. That's all.
Oh, yeah. As he's standing there, a little pseudo dragon climbs up and kind of stands on his shoulder.
I love pseudo dragons. So cute.
And he says, "Yes, hi, Bims. I know we woke up. I'm sorry." And
Aw.
then do 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 do. This gives dumb stuff. Okay, yeah. The rooms are the rooms for the people that work on this ship are below decks.
Yeah. I'm sure we figured, we just weren't totally sure. You know, just taking a bit of a tour around the ship before our shift starts. So yeah, real sorry to disturb you. We'll get going and get our stuff downstairs. Thanks for the tip.
Have a good night.
You too. And I
And
shut the
they-
door.
Yeah.
Baz,
Yes.
do you have a pen?
Pen. I do have a bit of ink and a quill. Yes.
Just gonna. Do you mind if I borrow that for a moment?
Of course. Here. Give you the ink pen.
Virgil's gonna pull out the list. 3 lizard folk names TBD. Check. I added them to the list because they don't seem to be crew members, given that all of the crew have tried to kill us on sight.
No, I think they're passengers from the look of it anyway.
Baz just kind of walks past Virgil, and sort of opens the door and steps in.
What I just say?
What? I'm like holding like the quill. I'm like picturing Virgil kind of juggling like the quill and the ink and like the piece of the piece of paper. It's just like what? Oh God.
They're fine. They're
Is
just
there-
passengers. Leave them alone.
Is there enough light in? Can I see, Rachel?
It's dim light, yeah.
Do I recognize any of these people?
You can make a perception check.
Okay. 14.
14. The one that just got back into its hammock kind of just sits and looks at you like, yes. And as you kind of peer in and get a look at all their faces, they don't look like anybody you recognize,
Okay.
but they look similar. Like there is likeness,
Okay.
but not there.
As
I'll pop my head back out real quick. Gunk, you were speaking to them, yes? you
Yeah, what are
translate?
you doing?
Real quick, could you translate something for me?
I guess, but I mean, I think they just want to go back to sleep, dude.
I know this. I promise this is important.
you're gonna sort of hear Virgil whisper to you, Gunk. Use your best judgment on whether to translate.
Got it. I wink at Virgil. Okay, fine. I guess I stick my head back in the room. is that any of them awake and looking at me again?
The same one is. They're all
I'm
kind of
so-
awake now and looking over,
Look-
and they're like,
Guys, I'm so sorry about this, but we got a new shit. What was that term that they used before? Deck wizard?
"Oh yeah."
Is that the term? Yeah.
Mhm.
We got a new deck wizard in training, and he says he wants to ask you a question. Not really
This
sure what that's
owl
about.
just
but,
walked into our room. I mean,
Yeah. He's brand new to this, learn the ropes, but he's my boss, so what can you do? Do you mind if he asks you a couple of questions?
Yes, I apologize. Very quickly. Do first of all, do I know? Do most lizard folk have surnames? Is that something they would recognize?
Jesus Christ. Do I know this?
Okay,
Yes.
I'm just gonna level with you here for this. This is one of those like DM moments. Decide what you want the answer to be, and that's what the answer is, and
Yeah.
it's
Right.
fine.
Either way,
I
it's totally
actually
good.
just opened up to a page randomly in this book that says lizard folk names. So like
Ooh,
that was just
nice.
really good timing.
That is good
I was
timing.
like, huh, that's weird. No, generally they just have first names. Like singular names.
Then I would ask, I apologize for waking you up. Do you happen to know anyone who goes by the name Montague?
So Big Bird here is asking you if you know a guy called Montague.
And you see that they kind of just it's like that you called him Big Bird. Yeah.
I was gonna say I loved the actual
Which I don't know.
translation to Gunk is the one saying this. Do you all know of anyone named Montague? Big Bud wants to know if you know a guy named Montague.
Ow. Okay. Mm. Sorry, I just saw.
I feel like
Going
at-
back.
at this point Virgil's gonna sort of like whisper across the jolly boat at Dunlum and Ocean. Why do we keep letting the two smallest ones go into rooms alone?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
I
one of the
think
lizards
that's
could eat Gunk.
Yeah, I am surrounded.
die.
right now.
So they're going to kind of look at you in a little bit of a surprised way. There's definitely recognition there, but just says, I don't like answering questions from people I've just met.
That's fair enough. It's a good way to be, honestly. Okay, let's get out of here, Professor Feathers. You asked your question.
What did they say?
They said, get the fuck out of my room. Come on, let's go.
Oh, okay. Again, I apologize, and I'll sort of bow as we leave.
Good night, they say in common.
And I'll
Night.
kind of get in between everyone. And Baz actually kind of looks worried or concerned about something, and he kind of says kind of quietly, "If at all possible, if we could not kill them, I'd love it.
I don't think
they're on
anyone
your
was
list."
gonna do that.
Virgil holds up the amended list. They're on the
Thank you.
list.
I would consider it a personal favor.
If we could, though, if we could barricade the door so that they couldn't come out, even if they tried, until the rest of it's taken care of, that would probably be ideal.
Is there
That-
something we can pile in front of it?
I was wondering, could we drag just like the jolly boat that's here on
Yeah,
deck
say,
over?
it's like a boat on the deck.
Sure.
Well, we'd need
give
to
me
block
some strength
this-
checks, or-
We need to block the other door off
Dunlop
too.
being right
Otherwise, they
next
could
to
just
it
get around.
probably help with pushing.
Oh, does it go all the way around? I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
missed that
if
part.
you look,
Doesn't it?
I'll drag you
Oh.
over so you can see, but there's
I
see, I
there's
see.
a door. There's doors all
Yeah,
the
it
way
goes
around.
all the way around.
Could you lock the doors with your thieves kit? Thieves tools?
I
Is that it?
I don't think from the outside. No, that's usually not how doors work.
Fair enough.
I mean,
Good.
they seem like they were just going back to sleep.
But if we could keep them out of danger,
Perhaps.
I think we're mostly the danger, right? And we're not going to do anything to them.
Baz, perhaps you could leave Miss Ark here with them, and that way she could tell you.
Yeah,
if...
sacrifice her to the lizard folk instead of the chest.
No, I mean, well, kind of, but
She'll be good at preservation. She can warn me if they leave.
but if she can
I'll
warn
tell
you when they leave, that would be best, because first problem, warning us if they leave. Also might have her keep an eye on the, large pile of money.
Yeah, Miss Ark, if you wouldn't mind staying here on the deck and just sort of let me know if anyone moves or if you see anyone come up or down, or I don't know how it's going to work. Oh, the goblin. Be careful of the goblin up top. If you hear a splat at one point, just check, make sure he's dead.
how did I get caught up with such horrible people?
I know.
And-
Some of them are really horrible.
Oh, Blue, you're really starting to grow on me. You know that.
Like
We
mold?
should really go check downstairs.
Am I able to see through the grate here? If I just kind of peer downstairs?
You can give me a perception check, but at disadvantage because it's kind of hard to see through
Sure,
the
sure.
grate itself.
Yeah, I don't know. What else? Nope.
That's a crit fail there.
Crit fail. Total of 2.
Waka waka.
Nope, you just see a lot of grid. Great, that's the word for it. Great. And darkness. Can't really see as it's like the boat is moving. You kind of just can't really focus between the grid of the grate.
I don't know if anyone else is on the boat, but we should maybe just double check.
Yeah.
Most
All right.
likely is. We heard sounds.
And
Fair enough.
before you go downstairs, how about we take our break here now?
Sounds good.
Hey, all right.
All right, everybody. We're
Kinda
going to
good.
take a 10-15 minute break. That's usually what it ends up shaking out to be. And then we will be back in 10 or 15 minutes. Yeah, this is a good segue. Anyway, we'll see y'all in a few minutes, everybody. Bye. Hello, everyone. We're back.
Welcome
Before we
back.
left, what did we do? Searched the rest of the top deck of the ship. Someday we will check the entirety of this goddamn ship.
But it is not today. That's our stream, everybody. We'll see you next week. All
You
the
got
best
this.
shows quit right after their break. That's just
Yes.
leave 'em waiting,
Industry
wanting more.
standard.
What's down in the hat? Find out next week.
In the stunning conclusion of, because it's ending, you're all dying. I'm sorry.
oh,
Like this episode?
Now we need to disarm the
Wow.
bomb.
Yeah,
faster.
no, next
God.
week when you all go down to the,
Anywho, we searched some rooms. There was a whole lot of nothing. Chest got into that via brute force, not lockpicking.
Yes.
Whole lot of nothing. Whole lot of lizards. Virgil, confused and overwhelmed by this, Gunk stepped in to handle it. We retreat. Baz proceeds to run straight in. Virgil resumes being completely overwhelmed by this. A question was asked. It was not answered. And now we're back on the deck being like, so, there's a room full of lizards. What do?
room full of lizards.
Right. Well, if we can't lock the doors from the outside, and we don't have a lot to brace, I left my Miss Arc here to just keep a lookout. So if we wanted to go below deck, I believe these are doors that go below. I think.
Yeah, they're the stairs. They lead
Beautiful.
to the stairs. Yes, correct.
Do we want to be sneaky or just run straight in?
We've been shouting a lot.
Yeah, I don't know if
We have been
sneaky is
shouting a lot, yeah.
great.
I sort of.
I should go last. That's kind of all. I know.
I'll tell you what, I'm feeling good if you want, if you're not needing stealth.
You want to lead?
That sounds good.
Go
to me.
ahead.
Be my guest, Father Cleric.
I mean, he just carefully opens the door and goes downstairs.
Sure.
Which
Which
I
ones?
assume there's stairs.
There.
Is
Do
it
you
here?
do?
Or
There's these stairs or
there's two
these
different
stairs.
left or right? Right. It's gonna have to go down
These ones?
this way. Yes.
Okay. Oh, I probably need to reveal it, huh?
Yeah, it's him a token in darkness, but that's okay.
Uh-huh. Yep. Oh, just let me just fix this great game. No, don't roll dice.
Okay.
All right. Did I just reveal other things to you that I don't necessarily want? I can't remember.
I don't think so.
I don't see anything but the top decks so far.
Okay.
So I
Right
think when
around
we get down
here
there,
is the
I was-
downstairs.
I followed Dunlum down, I think.
Okay. So yeah, you go into this room right here, which I'll totally explain all the fun wooden and metal things you'll find, I'm sure.
Yeah, read us the 3 paragraphs for a 3x3 room.
This is really? Yeah. This is the bosun's cabin. In the center of the cabin sits a plain wood table on which stands a pewter flagon and a pewter mug. Beside the table is a wooden chair, and hanging over the table is an unlit hooded lantern. Also hanging from the ceiling at the end of the cabin is a large cage that holds a parrot, apparently asleep. Next to the hull hangs an unoccupied hammock. Beneath it is a brass-bound wooden sea chest. But as soon as you walk down there, the parrot starts going, "Rah, pieces of 8, rah, pieces of 8," and then it stops.
Pieces of 8?
Yeah, it's a pirate thing.
Yeah.
It says it in the damn book, okay?
Okay.
It's a
I
very
don't know.
there should be 5. pieces.
Shush. Can I, well, I'm not very good at animal handling, but I'll try and, shush the bird in case it's like gonna wake anybody up.
I'm just watching you
Hey,
like
it's okay, buddy. Just shush.
touch the bird. Bird's like, bleh. Like, there.
No, I don't want
quieted
to touch it. I just.
Gunk doesn't discriminate. They poison big birds and small birds.
And yetis.
How's it going?
Yep.
Did we find anyone?
We found a bird.
Oh,
Pieces of 8.
Shh, 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 shh.
Saying
They're like-
pirate things.
I grab something out of my pack and try and feed it. Hey, look, a cracker-looking thing. You like these, right? Birds like crackers, right? Just shush.
I don't even know if it's picking me up. It's because I'm making a high-pitched noise. Nothing seems to be happening with the bird saying that, though. Like,
Yeah, I was
no
gonna say, like,
story.
I'm kind of trying to pay attention now, not to the bird, but around us. Am I noticing, like, the clatter of, like, boots hitting the deck? Or, like,
Nope.
Okay. Well, it appears that maybe, either there's no one left, or the bird does this a lot. Or they're not on this deck. I don't even know how many decks the ship has.
3 usually. Yeah.
top, mid, and bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, so
we should
they
be on the bottom.
Well,
could be in-
lower, but
They
yeah.
could be in the hold. Well,
Teddy.
continue exploring, I suppose.
Yeah.
Seems best to me, and maybe we should be somewhat quiet now. After I got
Did
done
you-
shouting.
I just want to make sure that it didn't get past Gunk that I did say there was a chest in here.
There
Oh.
was, yes.
Point that out.
I did see that, but I'm hoping to take care of that after we make sure that the ship is
Fair.
empty.
Hold on. Sorry. Reading books is fun.
Is that a door over here? Ocean by you?
Fuck if I know.
Isn't that where we just came out of? The stairs?
We came down
the-
the stairs
the-
here,
yeah,
like
the
where I am.
stairs
Where
are.
is
Yeah,
the-
there's
oh,
a there's a
there's
door
something
there
up.
that goes into a room over. That's not a selectable thing, you
Just looking
dumb,
around.
but yeah, there is a
Technically, when
door
you place
here.
ocean here, you teleported, but that's fine. We're just in the room.
Door.
I'm going to.
This room is very full.
Yes.
Oh, we don't need to find them here.
I could look, but I don't feel like it. What's everybody's passive perception?
15.
11.
12.
Isn't it on our
16.
11.
It is, but I forgot which
Token?
one I fucking made it. So
blue?
I made it the far right one,
Green.
blue.
Alright.
My blue is wrong then. Because my blue says 10, but my sheet says 11.
Huh. Ah.
My blue
Oh, my-
HT, not my blue HT. Jesus, motherfucking Christ. My HP is also wrong when I click it. It didn't go up when I leveled. I don't know why.
Maybe I just need to reassign your.
It's also,
character.
yeah, it's not important right now.
Anyway, I already forgot everything everybody said.
11.
11.
12.
16.
Okay, thank you. Gunk, Virgil, and Dunlum, you notice as you come down the stairs that something seems to be funny about the wall over here.
Ooh.
Oh,
Like,
And
haha, funny?
yeah, you all start laughing. It's actually got Tasha's Hideous Laughter cast on it, and
a
you
cloud
all
over
need
there.
to make saves. No, and you think, like, you see something a little bit strange and out of place about the wall, and as you go up towards it, you think you hear, like, oh, oh, kind of like muffled shouting.
Uh-oh.
Does anyone else hear that muffled sound?
I do not.
Yep. Sure do.
I definitely don't hear anything.
Well,
Ocean,
sounds like
if you
there's
would step aside for a
prisoners
moment.
behind the wall. Yeah.
Do
Do
recall?
that. Get in there.
Do recall last time we found a prisoner with this group of individuals? Just saying.
Well, yeah.
But last time they were out in the open and not kind of wall. That seems a little excessive for a trap.
Yes. You are not wrong, Father Cleric.
Dunlum is going to knock once and see if the sound on the other side gets louder at all, or seems to respond to the knock.
You knock and you just hear.
Kind of peaked there, but yeah, okay.
Sorry. You hear louder, muffled yells.
Yeah, somebody want to get this door open? How are we going to do that exactly?
I could smash it.
You could. It's going to make a lot of noise.
Maybe we could just open the door, since presumably it's designed to be opened.
Hopefully. I'm just saying I'm staying out of the way, because last time I opened something, it tried to chop me in half, so...
Would you like me to check for traps
Lena's
first?
gleeful look. And she's like, huh?
I could check for traps real quick.
Yep, maybe
if
do
you
that.
don't mind.
Give me an investigation roll.
It's a
Dad.
19.
Hoo-wee.
Quite good
Yeah,
at this, I found.
it is not trapped, and you can actually see as you feel your fingers around it, there is like a slim outline of a door and like a little, this is where the camera is, a little tiny handle. I was like doing it over here. And I'm like, why can't you see my hands?
Tiny rat handle. Okay.
Yeah, little tiny rat handles. That you could just pull.
Yeah, I'll point that out to Denham. Go for it, Denham. Right here. See? Right here.
Yes, right there. Yeah, he's just gonna... Is it a pull or a push door? Either way, he's gonna try.
Make an investigation check. No, it's fine. It's a pull door. Okay. I will. Oh, right. I haven't revealed that because God hates me.
That's why you have. That's why you haven't.
Yeah.
Oh my God! It's a floating word.
Surrounded by
A
red.
dark, cramped area, only 4 feet wide at most, squeezed in between the ship's stern and the adjacent cabin, appears to be a holding cell. A slim, humanoid figure cowers in the far corner, chained to the hull. Hello?
So what's in there?
Are you? You don't look like one of them.
Rest assured, I'm not one of the... Well, actually, I am one of the... One of the new one of them. You know.
I don't know. Do you have any food or water?
Virgil's gonna look down. Gunk, what was the cover story again? I think Dunlum is losing it.
Aren't we pretending to be part of the pirates?
Yeah,
Or
where the
are we just
the new crew members coming in, and the old crew's rotating out. You know, you gotta rotate crew where the new ones
Right,
coming
right.
in.
If you
We're
haven't worked on
rotating
your
crew.
lies, I could just use food and water, please.
I have mushrooms. Would you like some mushroom seeds?
I have food and water.
Yes.
No, they
everything
are
got
not.
You bet low enough.
I throw some meat at Dunlum to give to the man before Blue can get in.
Dunlum catches the meat, kind of looks at it for a second, and tosses it toward the person.
He's just like hum 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 hum, like just chows down on it, and it's just like, water. Do you have anything?
He'll
All
also
they've
take-
given me to eat is stale burritos.
I'd like to say that, like, I assume this is kind of a smallish doorway, so Virgil is just gonna sort of like crouch, and you're just gonna see, you know, like a human torso kind of lean in and be like, how's it going in here?
Pretty well. Maybe
Holds up
some...
his chained things. Could you please water? I'll tell you everything as soon as I could just have something to drink.
Yeah, Dunlum searches his pack, finds his water skin, and kind of also throws that toward...
Yeah, he just like
person.
fully just drains a whole bunch of it into his mouth. Oh, thank you.
We got a very... Dunlum kind of, aside to everyone else, got a very hungry and thirsty prisoner. This seems real, unlike the last prisoner we found.
My name is Oceanus, and I'm, as you can see, I'm a sea elf I'm from a local tribe, and I was captured, and
Ocean blue.
Ocean?
Ocean's gonna run in there.
I was gonna say, so again, the like almost like floating human torso that's sort of looking in, like, so are you real into mushrooms too?
I mean, I eat mushrooms.
No, that's not what I mean.
Oceanus? Do I know this person? I ran it though.
And I will say the book absolutely had a sea elf named Oceanus in it before your whole thing, so I just thought that was great. I will say that you don't know him like well, but he is from a neighboring tribe, basically. So like you would have had some kind of interaction or seen him or something. You guys didn't like meet and talk, but he looks familiar.
Hi, I'm a sea elf too. Look at my hair and my pointy ears.
I see that. Yes, I'm from the tribe of Manon.
Sure.
Yeah.
You don't sound sure about that.
I am from the tribe of
Oceana.
Manon, where we live. We're an undersea settlement that's just about 20 miles southeast of Saltmarsh. And I was sent here to find out. I was sent by my tribe to find out what these smugglers were doing. And I was tracking them, and they found me. I was discovered after I stowed aboard here, and I found some things, but I've just been trapped here. I was tracking them because they've been smuggling near our tribal home, and we wanted to find out what was happening, and it's not good. And now I'm just chained here.
We'll save you.
Virgil,
Would you like some mushrooms?
I don't like any of this, Virgil. I'm not saying that person's dangerous, but I don't feel good about it.
Ocean's definitely gonna start unchaining Oceanus.
Maybe don't let her
Chains are
unchain-
locked.
Hey, Gunk, you're pretty small.
Yeah.
I think you can fit in here with all of us. Could you unchain my friend?
Gunk, there's
He's
time
from
to
a
unchain you
tribe.
after we kill everyone on the boat. Just saying.
Well, we could unchain him now and just
Yeah.
tell him to hide somewhere safe.
Yeah.
Virgil's gonna be
But
like, that's a good point. Leans into Oceanus. So, Oceanus, nice to meet you. I'm Virgil. If we were to, you said that you were tracking these people and trying to figure out what they were doing, and you found out it was something bad. Yes.
Yes. So they're.
How do you feel, and what capabilities do you have in the realms of killing people doing bad things?
Oh, I will happily do it. Well, happily is not really a word I would say, but I will do it. I'm good. They took my armor and they took my weapons, but
Go ahead and unchain him, Gunk. It's good. It's good.
Okay, you're the boss.
Virgil, you feel good about this?
Well, he currently has no weapons and says if we give him some, he'll help us kill the rest of the pirates.
I feel like that's what the last guy said, though.
No, the last guy mostly just whimpered about helping him.
And ate some
This one's
mushrooms.
offered to do something for us.
This one hasn't eaten any mushrooms, though.
Fair enough. I'll stay
you
behind to keep an
upped
eye
them,
on
but
him.
I haven't been given any. I would happily eat some.
Oh,
mushrooms.
here's some mushrooms. I'll hand him a mushroom.
Thank you.
Nope. It's okay. You don't gotta. Oh, I gave you like a big haunch of meat, dude. You don't need to eat those mushrooms. You don't know where they've been. Yeah, I rolled a
So important.
20 on me inside. I assume this guy's telling the truth.
Yeah, you get the feeling that he is being 100% honest with you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try and jimmy open the locks. How do you gain proficiency in something that you don't have proficiency in?
Feats can do it.
Well, there's also a whole, Xanathars has a whole how to train in getting a tool proficiency.
Oh,
Tool.
Well, because I want to.
if you want to
get
that in the
proficient
bingo
in-
way, then I could look over that too.
Sure.
Cool. Thanks.
It doesn't really matter. 21 on
Sure.
thieves' tools.
Yeah, you are able to go in and just and open up the chains, and he is free, and he's just kind of in, regular like clothes that you would wear under armor, kind of. He's not nicely dressed, and he just looks slightly like underfed and tired, but he's able to like get up of his own volition and move around and things.
So
Thank you.
Virgil's gonna like
Problem.
rummage in his pack for a second and like pull out one of the butcher's knives and toss it to him. Like, this will have to do for now.
Knives.
Oh, remember,
We have other weapons.
remember,
Like
if
I
you,
have a short sword that he can have. Like, I'll just give him that.
Can I ask player Lena, how are you okay with this? I understand how Ocean Blue is probably totally okay with this. What are,
Like me.
I wonder how Lena is okay with this.
It's good.
Andy is
Okay,
just
fair
so
enough.
distrusting.
Oh, it's totally good. Good.
But yeah, he catches the butcher knife that you toss at him and just looks like
Drink,
real.
good.
use it
real
against
cool
any
guy.
of us and your name doesn't go on the list.
I don't have. I'm not generally not a killer. I was a scout to find information about the smugglers.
So what did you
It seems
do?
that they've been smuggling more than just burritos.
Have they been smuggling tacos?
Fixins?
Such as
I hate you guys. No, I don't. Well, I found. Follow me, and I'll show you what I found. It's just, I'm pretty sure it's right next door.
Yeah,
And
that sounds like
he's-
a great idea.
We'll walk through here, and then we'll walk into this room, which
This one.
I can describe this room, but he's going to keep going to through a secret door.
Whoa.
It's a smallish room with a secret door in it.
There is actually stuff in this other fucking room, because of course there is. So first, this room that you walk into is the first mate's cabin. The cabin occupies half the stern section on this deck, with one bulkhead running along the center line of the ship. Along this bulkhead, leading up in the direction of the bow, is an enclosed companionway. At its foot, a door in the central bulkhead leads to the other part of the stern. On this door hangs a dark blue cloak. A single bunk, the bed linen heaped in a pile, is set against the hull. At its foot is a brass-bound wooden sea chest, its lid closed. Under the bunk is a brass box, also closed. In the center of the cabin, a plain wooden table is bolted to the deck. On it are two books, one open and propped up against the other. Beside the table is a wooden chair. Hanging from the ceiling over the table is an unlit hooded lantern. Just aft of the hook that holds the lantern is a hatch measuring 3 feet on a side.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, you can investigate all that shit too. But he walks through a secret door and he pushes kind of through a panel into a room in here, which this is a cramped area, only 4 feet wide at the widest, is sandwiched between the adjacent cabin and the ship's stern. It contains 8 large, irregularly shaped bundles wrapped in oilskin and bound with light rope. These are supplied at random on the deck, as though thrown in casually from the doorway. And he walks in here and he says, I found these before they found me, and I'm not exactly sure who they're for or what's going on, but it's a whole bunch of weapons. It's just so many weapons.
Weapons smugglers.
Weapons, you say?
I say,
Are the burritos a cover for the weapons, or are the weapons a cover for the burritos?
Or are the
No,
weapons
that's-
fixins for the burritos?
Weapon burritos.
Maybe the burritos literally are a cover for the weapons.
Have they
Or-
found weaponized burrito technology?
Are they smuggling catering services? Is this the cutlery?
By the way, as soon as I'm alone in this room, I'm going to head to the parrot
Okay.
and open the cage and then say in Orin, please be free, my friend.
Is that bird speak?
yeah.
It's technically it's air elemental speak. Arakakra can speak it. I don't know if he can.
Give me
If
an animal
he
handling
has a
check.
native language, it's probably that. But I don't know.
I'd like
how
to
intelligent-
point out that giant owl is a language in D&D.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
no, he probably speaks like lesser African parrot.
he speaks pigeon parrot. Yes.
African or
Give
European
me
parrot?
an animal handling check.
That's still
Like
the
the
thing that I enjoy most in certain ways about Angel Form Charity. Is the fact that I speak all languages. I can speak
Yeah.
Great Owl.
8.
He looks at the open
He
cage
backs
and
you.
just kind of like, "Ah, pieces of 8," and just
Wow.
kind of hops out onto your shoulder.
Oh, Miss Ark is going to be jealous. I'll give him a bit of a cracker from my rations.
He bites a bit of your finger as he
Ah,
also takes
well.
the cracker.
Okay. well.
You take 1 damage and you're unconscious.
Oh, jeez.
I'm just kidding.
The poison parrot. I should have known.
I'm just sitting there picturing you like lying there unconscious and him pecking at you. Oh, take 1 damage, mark a failure on your death saves. Oh God! The
Okay.
parrot's going for a coup de grace.
So there you go. Oceanus has showed you this cache of weapons that he has found.
Do you by any chance know how many crew members were on this ship?
Well, what I was able to see as I was kind of scouting it out is that there were 4 main people that kind of ran everything.
They were on the list. They're taken care of.
There were also 3 lizard folk that I don't really know what their use was. They just kind of seemed to be here and not doing anything.
Passengers. Met them.
And then there were, I think I saw 7 other
There's
members.
there's some still alive,
Legally.
everybody. Some still alive.
We've only met 5, I believe, of those.
Right then.
There were 2 crew members with the first guy that we took out. There were 2 crew members with the last fight that we had. And then there's the goblin in the crow's nest for 5.
Oh, right. I made up the goblin in the crow's nest. That's why.
Maybe Oceanus never saw the goblin. It's
Yeah, fair
cool.
enough.
It's just
There are more. That's what we take away from this.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So that's about I don't have too much information about them as a whole. Have you been able to sneak past them?
In a way, yeah. Sort of.
the dead / unconscious don't see a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, you seem fairly powerful then.
I'll go ahead and listen to the door here. I think this is a door.
It is. Give me a perception check.
Yeah, considering that other side had a 3x3 hatch, Virgil's going to kind of look at that room and be like, dead end?
8.
You can't really hear anything now that you're like even lower down. You just kind of hear the of the waves making
I hear
wave
some
sound.
breaking dishes, and then, but I don't hear anything else.
You do notice who went in there with Oceanus into the very small room.
I
Ocean bed.
looked
No, I'm
in
still-
there. I kind of like leaned in.
So you see a whole bunch of wrapped oil stuff, but leaning against one of the oilcloths that you see wrapped, that's a mouse that we just dropped.
A real mouse?
Yeah. You see a shield emblazoned on the front with the design of a lizard with a forked tongue extended.
Does it look like a good shield or a magic shield?
Just a regular old shield.
Okay.
It seems heartless.
Whoops.
I'd like to point out that we really could weaponize that fucking cloak if we just gave it to Gunk, cast jump on Gunk, and had them just launch into the middle of a group of enemies.
Be badass.
Poof. Whoosh.
Speaking of cloak, did you mention that there was a cloak in this room that Dunlum was in?
I did.
I'm just kind of gonna look at it, and eventually, when Baz, if Baz wants to come over this way, but if Baz is within speaking range, Dunlum says, "Baz, do not touch that cloak. Under any circumstances, you hear?"
Yes.
Why not? It appears harmless. I'm sure it'll be fine.
If you have a similar door on your side, do you want to maybe listen to it? See if we have friends in the other room? I'm worried that
fine.
we're getting
Perception check.
down to
Only
few
because I
rooms
want
left.
to, not because you're telling me to.
Whatever.
I got
Waka
that
waka.
one.
That one, you just are like grumbling, like Bez, tell me what to do.
Everyone's always telling me, open this, Gunk. Come in here, Gunk. Nobody asked Gunk what he wants to do.
Yep, nope, that's all you hear.
Hmm.
Just your own grumbles.
I just yell, nothing.
Okay, well, I suppose we keep on going, find the rest of these scallywags.
I can't get through on that side. It's very small, so...
You and I can go through this side if our friends wanted to go through the top, and if there's anyone in there, we surprise them. What do you say?
Or they surprise us.
Or they surprise us because they definitely heard we're coming.
Yeah.
There's nothing in there. I just listened, didn't hear nothing. So, no
Fair enough.
problem.
Still,
Sure, it's fine. Everything appears harmless.
I'll go ahead because I think that... Now, Baz, did you tell me that you heard nothing or that you couldn't hear things clearly?
I heard, specifically the DM said I heard the mostly sloshing and whatnot of the ship, so it was hard for me to hear, I'd say.
Okay, so I might take a quick listen at the door. 15.
God damn it.
I saw
we all crit failed.
I
That'd
saw
be
the
so
two
funny.
and I was like, no, stop it.
You
That would be
do
funny, though.
hear like the sound of boot steps just barely stopping. Like you just hear them barely.
I just barely hear them and they stopped. Does it...
Yeah, that would be a good way to put it.
Did it seem like they stopped suddenly or just they stopped moving? If I had to guess.
They stopped moving pretty close to the door.
Oh, shit.
I think they're on the other side waiting for us. So maybe we all come to this door and execute sort of a murder them all action because the list is full.
I will go ahead and whisper,
line?
pull out a copper wire and whisper message to the others that...
Actually, while you were behind me, I was like, sorry, I would say that I would have tapped you on the shoulder, but I was like, wait.
Yes.
And I'm gonna step back. Quill.
Oh, paper, of course, here.
I pull out the list again. 1 Oceanus. Parentheses.
Good.
Prisoner freed. Close. Thank you.
1 parrot. Did you get the parrot? Did you write down we're not killing the parrot?
Be it loud again.
1 parrot.
What?
Pieces of 8. Okay. Yep. There we go. We're good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Very welcome. So shall we go take care of the people that aren't on the list on the other side of this door?
What?
Yes.
I'm on the other side of the room.
I messaged to you in your head what we were doing.
Well, Dunlum's not getting through it.
I got a nat 1. I'm just riding this.
What?
What?
All
So
right.
are we, for real though, are we bursting through both doors or just the one?
I mean, you
I
could.
think just the one.
Maybe one for now until we see what's going on.
Okay, just the one. Okay.
So
Sorry,
So basically, what I'm going to do is in front, I'm kicking the door down as a horse. Like, I am literally trying to burst through, especially if I heard footsteps stopping pretty close to the door. I'm going to assume that even if they're not, like, right on the other side of it, I can at least buy a moment for them to be like, oh shit.
So you do that.
Oh, I was going to say, I'll go ahead and ready a firebolt if I could.
Sure.
Okay.
You do that and you burst through, and there is a bandit right outside, and he immediately fires his crossbow, but he's going to fire it at disadvantage because there's a door coming down on him. So it's going to kind of just be like a wah as he falls backwards.
I was ready for this, but not ready.
I didn't know the door would come off the hinges.
He would have rolled a 21, but he rolled an 11.
Which definitely does not hit me.
And yeah, you basically just trample the fuck out of this banditman that was here, and he is dead. And there's another one. Oh yeah, no, you just like Door and Virgil just kind of like smushed him into bandit paste.
Beautiful.
As soon as I see this, I'm just going to be stomping on the door like, finish it.
Go.
There's another bandit literally over here. And he's just like holding a crossbow and is like, hi there. What? You smushed George.
Oh God, why do they all have names? Look, was he like your...
The people.
Was like he your lover or your cousin? Did he owe you money? Everyone has some kind of relationship.
I mean, really, he was all three. If you want to be particular about it.
Okay, no.
Friends into the breach.
No, you die now too.
Normally I would say how terribly sorry I am that you're not on the list, but yeah, no, you're just not on the list.
To do what?
Friends. I'm kind of pushing Ocean a little bit toward the door.
I think Virgil has this.
Yeah, Virgil's fine.
And he's just gonna, in his fear, he's going to just click the trigger of his crossbow at you. That's an 18 to hit.
Does hit me?
That does 2 piercing damage to you.
Can I chuck a javelin at him?
Yeah,
For Baz's
Please.
critical hit.
Whoa.
For sure hits. Yeah. Critical javelin hit.
Pinned him to the
So
wall.
14.
He literally like releases his crossbow and just like a tiny little bolt goes into like, I don't know, the bicep of Virgil. And he's just like, ah! And he's just like, ah! And he just gets speared to the back of the hull of the ship, and it's just like dead on it. For sure.
I feel like Virgil just like reaches out a hand and catches the crossbow before it falls. Like, that's mine now. Right. Well, that was 2 more.
So how many left?
Oh, I don't know. The math has all gone strange. If they're not on the list, they die. That's trotting along.
So you enter into this room. This is
a lot of burritos.
This is the cargo hold. Lantern light reveals an orderly cargo hold. Through the center runs the base of the mainmast. Beside it, narrow wooden stairs lead up to the hatch above. Against the aft bulkhead are stacked bolts of cloth, lashed by ropes to brackets bolted to the deck, so they are secure. On each side are stacked a large number of small casks, also secured by ropes to the deck. You see 50 burritos piled up here. And just so many casks of, if you look at them, they're casks of brandy and casks of fine wine.
Oh, this place is extremely flammable. I'm kind of glad you trampled that guy and I didn't firebolt in this room.
I'm glad I trampled him too.
Yeah.
We're all happy for tramplins.
Yeah.
George sounds like he was a bit of a strange one.
One more door?
I'll
Good
take
wine, though.
take a quick listen at it.
Ow. I'm fine.
I assume perception check to listen at this door.
Yes. Because I'm remembering to always do that.
17.
You don't hear, there's no sound behind the door.
Don't hear anything. Moving through.
Okay.
This is the crew quarters. Various unpleasant odors of humanoid occupation compete for recognition here. That's a sentence. These crew cutters? Okay.
Yep.
Crew quarters fill the entire forward part of this deck. A companionway staircase leads up from a point about 6 feet from the bulkhead. Near it, more to the starboard, is a door. Around the perimeter of the cabin, slung between hooks on the bulkhead and on supporting poles, are 8 hammocks. Judging from the way in which they hang, the hammocks seem to be unoccupied at present. Beneath each hammock is a brass-bound wooden sea chest. Most are closed, but 2 have open lids and appear to contain clothes. In the center of the cabin stands a long, plain wooden table with a bench along each of its longer sides. They all appear to be bolted to the deck in an attempt to keep everything in place. The table is stained and cluttered and has an untidy pile of dirty tin plates and cups roughly stacked in a large tin bucket below it. Over the table, hanging from the ceiling, is an unlit hooded lantern. So many hooded lanterns. Against the starboard side, an area has been curtained off by cheap, dirty cloth hanging. Ow. Yeah. There you
I
go.
found where we're sleeping, if we're still going with the story. I don't know. I'm not sure there's anyone left to lie to, honestly.
I'm not sure either. Is this room has a grate as well, the cargo room? And that goes down lower, even? Is that true?
Yes.
Or is this the grate for above it?
Nope. There is a grate below.
There is an area below.
Because there should be, like, the deep hold.
Ow. I'm fine.
Okay.
I gotta
Are
stop saying
these
ow.
stairs that go down? Is that what we determined?
Mm-hmm.
Or do they go? Okay, so there are stairs that go down if we wanted to. Okay, I missed that before.
Sorry.
And there
I don't know.
doesn't seem...
No, it's you probably said it.
I assume that I've just sort of tromped around in here and there doesn't seem to be anyone in here. And is this also a staircase going down or going up? I'm assuming.
That one is one going up.
Okay.
Yep.
Doodle-doo-doo. Nothing in there.
If I might loot this
Okay.
body to see if he has a love letter on him, that would be excellent.
Sure. Give me an investigation roll.
I have an idea for a book. Love letters of those I've killed. 19.
Yeah, you search around and you definitely find like a whole bunch of wet pocket lint
Okay.
and just like a really
Oh.
ornately
Wow.
folded up letter.
Ooh.
And you open it up and you
Yes.
do in like beautiful script. It says, "If you're reading this because you killed me, fuck you."
Prophetic. That's interesting.
I'm gonna keep a piece of beautiful origami in my pocket at all times now that just said, "Is you reading this because you killed me? Fuck you." It's beautiful.
There you go. Yeah, you should
Beautiful.
just keep it in your pocket at all times in real life now. I
Yep.
want to do that.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. In real life, yes.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. Sorry. I was like, oh, right, what's happening next? But it's
Beautiful.
me. So you guys, what do you want to do?
Check
If there's
downstairs.
any more occupants
one
of
more.
this ship, they probably be below decks.
Sounds like
Probably.
it, Father Cleric.
All right, who wants to go first?
You can call
Not
me
it.
Dunlum, not Father Cleric.
Dunlum, then.
I'll still call you Father Cleric. I think it's fucking hilarious. All right, you go ahead, Father Cleric.
Yeah,
Whatever
once
the
once something in
appropriate
front of
title
him, he's
is.
gonna start heading down the stairs.
Yeah, so you head down the stairs. Rachel goes into select mode. And here you go. You find a thing. The bilge. Ahem. From the hatchway, you can see a little of what lies in the gloom below. The area stretches the full width of the ship, and for all you can see, the full length, for no bulkheads are in view. What must be at the bottom of the ship is covered with a thick layer of wet sand, presumably ballast, on top of which is an inch or so of green, greasy water. A scuttling
That's
noise
gross.
toward the stern indicates there is some life down here, perhaps living off the garbage thrown in occasionally by the lazy crew, for there are heaps of trash immediately below the hatch that have formed small islands in the fetid water. A particularly large one has accumulated at the base of the mast. As you move your light back and forth, you catch a yellow reflection in one of the garbage piles.
Well, we're definitely gonna get this cleaned up. This is disgusting.
I'm almost having second thoughts about claiming this ship.
Is there anything I need to come down there for, or
No, we're fine. Just trash.
And a
I will
movement.
definitely go have a look at that glinting yellow thing that was mentioned.
Cracks me up.
Yeah, you see that there, as you go over there, to look at the. Oh, I'm just gonna move you real quick. Oh, and I'm not gonna move you. I guess I'll move this thing. As you see, it is one gold coin, and as you reach for it, two swarms of rot grubs.
Oh, cool.
Swarm out of the trash. And
Hey, Virgil! No, I
Yeah.
said we're fine. We're not fine.
Bit of time.
oh, good stairs? So much fun for me.
Can you go downstairs? I thought I heard that it was a thing with centaurs.
It's fine. I just have to be careful.
No, that's cows. Cows can't go downstairs. Horses are fine.
Gotcha.
Hey, Virgil, come save me, please.
I assumed we were going into turn order, so I'll work on that.
Yeah, just looking to pull up rot grubs, and it's not letting me just type in rot. Very rude.
Why does it keep throwing rot grubs at us?
Because it hates you.
It does. It hates us.
Okay,
If we're
hold on.
doing that.
Yeah, seems
Rot
right.
grubs, rot grubs, rot grubs,
16, not bad for initiative.
pirates, rot
Does
grubs.
old wizard bones have a bit of spring?
Why aren't rot grubs showing up in the creature?
Oh shit!
I guess it doesn't want us to have to fight them. Maybe just get some normal grubs.
Oh, it's because it's in swarm.
Yeah, it's a swarm.
Yeah, it's a swarm.
last time.
Swarm of insects, swarm of quippers, swarm of rats. Oh! Do you know why it's not?
Hmm?
Because I did rename Swarm of Rot Grubs to Milky Bladder Squeezes
Bladder squeezes.
Of
Yeah.
course you did.
in the Roll20, so that's why I couldn't find it.
Andrew
like,
can reprise the name.
Andy's
Swarm of
dead.
rats,
Andy
swarm
just
of
died, guys.
quippers,
Andy did just die.
Swarm of Milky Bladder Squeezins. God,
There it is. There it is.
Jesus Christ, Rachel.
The squeezins of a milky bladder.
Chat, save me.
Oh, Andy, are you new here? Do you not know how this
Oh,
works?
no.
So I for sure didn't pull up the thing before you guys all rolled initiative.
But it seems that it's actually been
It's
tracking
still-
it.
It actually is accurate.
It still tracks it.
Weird.
Yeah.
So-
I got
no.
Yeah,
Virgil is
I
wait, let
haven't
me
rolled
see.
yet.
Yeah, for-
Oh, okay.
There's burrito bandits, but you know.
There
You
are.
can take
I
that.
will delete the burrito bandits.
Unless there are burrito bandits under the water.
Yes.
Damn.
What the fuck is that? Two
Gunk.
critical successes?
We've
Yep.
had so many
Look
tonight.
out
This is
stats.
awesome.
How many 20s have we rolled?
I'm
Six.
clicking on a
Oh,
rock
six.
grub.
6 20s that counted. We technically
Insane.
rolled 7.
See. Okay, well, the rock grubs rolled a 6. So, Did everybody roll?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so the rock grubs will get into a surprise attack on Gunk.
Yep. Oh, Gunk.
Okay. So,
Oh, Gunk.
these
The healer's
newly
right
arrived
here. I'm
citizens
gonna be fine.
Yep.
are going to both try to occupy the same space that Gunk does. So just
Bring it.
imagine that they're on your space right now, because I don't feel like moving
Cool.
and hiding.
On your skin.
But they're on my
they-
skin, so they are poisoned.
Burrowing in.
Wait, are they?
Unless they're immune to poison. the
They are
poison
not
condition.
immune to poison,
Oh, that's wild.
Then they're poisoned.
and they're not intelligent. Their intelligence
Um,
is 1, so
Jesus.
not plus
They-
1.
they
it
make-
is actually
They make a
1
con
for.
save.
Yeah. Well, first they're gonna bite you,
Yeah, cool.
both of them.
The initial
and then I
point
will
of
have-
contact is the mouth.
Okay, that was a crit failure bite
Cool.
jeez.
and an 18.
Yeah, 18 hits.
Okay, so I was like, damage 0. Why? Because things happen.
Things do.
The target. So you are infested by. It even says. I'm sorry. It says hit 0. Parentheses 1d0 damage.
Yeah.
You are infested by 4 rot grubs.
Oh,
Cool.
At the start of each of your turns, you will take 1d6 piercing damage per rot grub infesting you.
I will die.
Yep.
First turn.
You'll need to figure out how to get rid of infested rot grubs then. But they will also both make con saves now.
Yes.
Because maybe you will poison them. What is their hit points? Okay. The first one rolls a 4, and the second one rolls a 13.
Okay, 13 saves.
Okay,
That
so
the
the
4
ones that
does.
are infesting you save. But the one that
Okay.
missed you didn't save. So it will
Okay.
Is do whatever your
Poisoned.
damage is. Oh, is it just that it's poisoned and it will like
No,
have damage over time, or?
It's the poison condition, so I think they get disadvantage on like everything.
Disadvantage
I
on
think that's
attack
what
rolls and ability
Poison
checks.
does.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what poison does.
Okay, so this specific rot grub, I'll just kind of put here, and that one is the one that is infesting Gunk.
Okay.
You can just give it a
I'm
little
gonna-
icon.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a nice little heart.
That's
Because that's where they are. In my body, in my
ominous.
heart.
Uh-huh. Yeah, sorry. So now, with your critical success, I will say
I
since
can
they-
defer my turn though. I can say I'll trigger my I'll
well,
do
you can
this
defer
trigger.
your action, but you can't
I
defer your
can.
turn. So you would still do
Uh.
stuff, I know. But I will say, because you got a critical success in your initiative, that I will say that you move at the same time as them, so you won't take the damage this time.
Okay.
So you have until the
Okay.
start of your next turn
Merciful. I love
to
it.
try and get rid
Okay.
You get a freebie.
of it.
Okay.
You basically
Cool.
attack them as they
Nice.
Okay. Can I still do something on my turn?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Well, my action will be to try and get them off me. How do I get them off?
I think they're in you.
Yeah, they're in you. They are infested.
One
inside.
set is
So-
on you.
There's still 2 swarms. Just
Okay.
4 rot grubs from one of the swarms broke off and infested inside of your body.
Ah.
Okay. Now swarms can't get opportunity attacks, can they? Because their range is in the same space. That's how they work?
They do technically have a
Question
range
mark?
0 attack normally.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, so they don't get attacks of opportunity because they don't have the reach. Okay, cool. I will just scramble up the stairs, back up, away from them, just screaming, hoping someone up here will be able to get these things off of me.
How's it going, Gunk?
So basically what you have is there is just a bite wound on one of your arms, and you can see 4 little rock grubs kind of wriggling their way into your arm.
You gotta cut my arm off, Virgil! Virgil, cut my arm off!
And is that your turn?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get someone to help me get rid of these grubs.
So it's Virgil's turn now.
Has someone said what they are yet?
I'll just yell, "Rug grubs!"
Okay, Virgil and Gunk have seen them before, I think so.
Yeah, we saw them in the suit of armor. And I think I made a nature check so I knew about them at that time. Like, Virgil was being very cautious of, like, staying away from being easily targetable by them. Do I know how to get them out of Gunk now that they are in Gunk?
Would this be like a nature check or like a history check? Like about your like history of different kinds of monsters and things? Or are these like natural?
I could see nature. I could also see medicine if it was a way of treating that. I mean, if I was going to have a preference, I have a bonus to medicine and nothing else of the relevant ones. But just in a DM talking shop, I could totally see nature for what do I know about these things, history for have I been infested by these things before or seen someone who has, or medicine, do I have the general training to know remove burrowing parasite?
Okay, yeah, roll a medicine check for me.
Wish I had that luckstone. 15.
Yeah, you know that time is of the essence for this. Time is really of the essence. And that they can only be destroyed or like pulled out within the next 6 seconds. Or they're in there. And the way to do that is to apply fire to the bite wound.
Burn me, Virgil. Set me on fire.
How would we rule me lighting up one of the torches that I have in, like, in terms of action economy and then just, like, ramming it against Gunk's arm?
What do you want to do?
If you still have an action?
I'm carrying a torch. Light the torch and just, like, slap it against Gunk's arm.
Sure. Yeah, you have an action. Your medicine check, I would say, is a free action.
Okay. I was just making sure in terms of if this gets into this weird thing of, free actions, what with drawing weapons, etc., lighting the torch, but
applying it, or those separate things, or
the thing
I will say that lighting it is your action.
Yeah, and the thing I was going to say is I'm not the way I was kind of conceiving of this is I'm using my action to light the torch and get that ready. Instead of spending an action to like attack with the torch, which would be like, can I graze this by Gunk? I'm just sort of like, sorry, buddy. Whack. Just sort of sticking this right on you.
You could light it, and somebody else for their action could take it from you and press it into Gunk's arm.
Sure. Like, we're going to want to apply this very directly to the Gunk. Dunlop, are you still down there?
Yup.
It's a bad time, buddy. It's a real bad time. It's a bad time to be down there. Baz, Ocean, burn Gunk there specifically. Sorry again, Gunk.
Do it.
Okay, so you light it on fire, and it's in your hand.
And I'm just like sort of holding it near Gunk, like almost down, so it's easier for people to grab.
And now it is Baz's turn.
Ocean, can you grab the torch? I'm gonna run to Gunk and pull him into this room.
Oh.
If I can.
Why?
The fire in the middle of whiskey barrels might kill us all.
I suppose, yeah. Yeah, I'm happy to get dragged. What are you doing?
I can. I just
set me on fire. You make fire out your
I'll be-
hands. Just
I'll
chuck
totally
it at
be-
me.
I'll be poisoned as well at anything. I'll flap
You can
whatever I
just
gotta
grab
do.
me by the back of the vest or something. Like, you don't need to touch my skin.
All right, yeah, and then I fling him into this room as best I can, and hope Ocean heard what I said. And that's
Lena didn't hear what you said.
oh no, I
Take
just
torch,
said
apply to gunk.
yeah, a take torch,
Okay.
light a gun. And I have to since I'm dragging and stuff, I have to use my action to actually pull him all the way in. So
Yeah. Okay. So then it is Ocean Blues.
I'll pull you in one more with all that if I can right here.
Oh,
There you go. Just so they
Oh,
can.
did
get
you
in
also move? Where are you? Oh, you're over there. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Ocean, 'tis your turn.
Take torch and apply to gunk.
Okay. So you. I'm trying to think like if this is a roll because you're literally just applying fire to a specific area.
And gunk's
I'm not trying to
avoid it at all.
Yeah, I'm not trying to
so
avoid
you can,
it.
like carefully just press it in. Yeah, I would say that. Okay, so Gunk, you take 1 point of fire damage,
Yep.
and you see all 4 of the little rock grubs just kind of like hit like screaming, hissing sounds that I would probably peek and not be picked up here, as they're like, "Eh!" Yeah, didn't pick up very well, but and they just kind of shrivel and die in your arm.
Yeah. Just like, okay, I'll try
Rock
and put my
grubs,
arm
once
out.
they get in, you can't get them out
Yeah.
except for
Yeah.
like some really crazy shit. And it gives you 1d6 piercing damage per rock grub at the end of every turn.
That's insane.
And if you hit 0 hit points, the rock grubs burrow into your heart and kill you.
Yeah.
That would have been
I
an
would have just
average
fully
of 15
died.
almost. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna
that's
say.
Ocean's turn. Dunlum, it's your turn. Down there with some rock
Alright.
grubs.
So I have a question. When we came down these stairs, it was just stairs all the way down. There wasn't a hatch. Or did you mention something about a
Yeah.
hatch?
Well, yeah, you could see that there's like a hatch above the like, maybe where is it? Like over here? Just kind of like a hatch.
But it's the
leading down.
big cargo hatch, not a hatch
okay.
on the stairway.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Well, Dunlum, first off, says, some days it don't pay to get out of bed. And then he's gonna kind of pray for a second. Then he's gonna make a really stupid move, perhaps. I don't know. He's going to step right next to all of the rock grubs.
Mm.
He is going to cast Thunder Wave.
Ooh.
I think it's asking me what level I want to cast it at. However, he is currently praying, and he is, no one else can really hear this, but he goes, Crocan, please, I need you right now. Destroy these things. And he's going to use his Channel Divinity Destructive Wrath. And he would like to make
Ooh.
the lightning, or it's thunder damage for this, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's going to make the thunder damage maximum damage instead of rolling.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So both of them have to roll to save, right?
2 Constitution saves.
Okay, I will roll 2 Constitution saves, and one of them is going to be at disadvantage because they're poisoned, yeah?
It's just
No,
ability
poison-
checks, not saving throws.
Oh, is poison just
Because
ability
saving
check?
throws are a roll that go off of an ability, but they're not an ability check. Waka waka.
Thanks, Roxy. What's your spell save DC?
13.
I believe it is 13. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it says it right there.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
it is
so
also right
one
there.
rolls a 6 and one rolls a 15.
Okay.
So one fails. So what's the max damage?
Maximum damage is 16.
16.
Woohoo.
Damn.
Half damage on a
You-
save.
Oh, half damage on a save too? Okay. Wait, 16? Because I was like, D16s don't exist, but you probably add things to it, huh?
2d8.
Well, it's 2d8, but what the Channel Divinity does is makes it automatically
Right,
roll
yeah.
the maximum, which is 16. Yeah.
Plus,
Gotcha.
don't you add something to it for Thunderwave?
I
Your
don't think so.
Might not.
No,
Just
you
straight
don't. Okay,
dice.
never
Just,
mind.
just rolling the dice.
Okay, so then the other one loses 8. Okay. The one that you hit that didn't save looks like it's pretty hurting. It looks messed up.
It's also 10 feet farther away from him.
Oh, did they
crap. Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah.
I'll put it like this way. Yeah. Okay.
It also hits a thunderous boom audible after 300 feet.
Dunlum, everything okay down there?
Like the boat?
Shh. It's not an important detail.
It's fine.
Did you want to disengage or like move? I mean, you don't need to disengage because they were
Yeah.
there. But do you want to move away from them at all, or?
You said that the stairwell was here or here?
You're basically like we're right on it. Like,
Basically right on it? Okay.
yeah, it was like right here.
Oh, right. Okay. I think he will move away.
Okay.
Up the
you can head
stairs.
up the stairs. Yeah.
I don't remember where up the stairs is, so someone please ping
Just
where everyone
over
else
here.
is.
Yeah.
There, okay.
Do the rot grubs shed light for you guys?
No.
Okay,
Like-
they shed light for me, but
Because they can see, yeah.
fair. Okay, it is the swarm of rot grubs' turn. Oh god, that was a sound I did not need.
You're
Oh yeah, I don't know how much speed it is to get up the stairs, but if possible, he would just be right there instead of on the stairs.
Well, no, the stairs count as each stair is, 5 feet. You don't need to
Right.
make it. So you can move wherever the fuck you want within your speed up here from the stairs. Do you want to
Ow.
be right at the staircase? Okay.
No, he does not.
So this one is gonna move. So their speed is 5 feet. So he moves and then dashes
zoom.
to be right
Okay,
there.
real slow. Slow impending doom.
And then this one moves, but doesn't quite make it. And now it is Gunk's turn, and you are rot grub free.
I am.
Grub free.
And smoldering. Oh god. That was horrible.
Yes. Those things are nasty.
Thanks. Thanks for, saving me and stuff.
No problem.
I'm not going I'm not going back out there.
Still poison.
I will go back out there to can I see that are they at the top of the stairs or still they halfway down?
Oh yeah, did you roll to see if you were poisoned, Andy? Or?
I would like to just.
Oh no,
check
he
Oh,
well he didn't come into contact with my skin. He could have just grabbed my
that's right. I did
my-
grab the bag. I
Oh.
guess. Yeah, that's okay.
I'm wearing clothes. I'm not naked. It's okay.
Naked frog.
Yeah.
Okay, so you move out there. Would you like to
Yeah.
shoot?
Are they at the top of the stairs?
Yeah, right here. Like not quite at the top, maybe like just partway down.
Okay. Well, hang on. I'm just gonna have a look at this spell real quick. Can I still shoot them with an arrow?
Sure.
Cool. I'll do that. What is this? This is a bonus action. Yeah. So yeah, I'll shoot it with an arrow, and if I hit, I'll cast a spell.
Called Firestorm. In the middle of.
I wish.
No.
18.
That definitely hits.
Cool. Constitution saving throw, please.
And what damage do you do?
For the longbow, 12. Are they still alive?
17 on the con save.
Okay, they do save for the poison. And also, are they still alive?
Jesus. Trying to click in the thing. They are, but barely.
Okay, well, I'm gonna cast a spell anyway. I'm gonna cast Ensnaring Strike.
Ooh, is that like a bonus action thing?
Yeah, it's a bonus action spell. So they are A writhing mass of thorny vines appears at the point of impact. Must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained.
They are immune to restrained.
Okay, never mind. They still get hit by it though.
No,
I
it
don't
only
think
says
it
while
matters.
restrained by this.
Right.
Yeah,
they take
exactly.
damage. So I don't think that.
Well, I guess that does that count as difficult terrain now, since there's still like thorns and stuff there.
Does it say it does?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
I don't think so.
No, this one doesn't. It's more like vines come up and like shackle them as opposed to like vine growth, where it's.
But
Okay, cool.
Where
they're
you do-
just able to kind of wriggle their way around the vines.
Okay.
Next you'll hear, oh,
well.
good. It's more disgusting now.
And then I will move as far away as possible.
Fair. All right, Virgil.
So just to be clear, are these the only ones that were down
I
there?
mean, there were a lot of them. What are you eating? Oh, sorry, my dog's just eating something off the floor.
So
There were a lot of them. I probably more.
oh, good. Let me double check one thing. Cool. I'm going to recklessly attack them. And where's my... oh, that's right. I just always roll both. So attacking with advantage. 22.
Do you want to know what's funny? Is the regular attack still would have hit them?
Cool. 10 slashing damage.
Yeah, no, they're destroyed.
Backing up. Backing up.
They are fully just all the little rock rubs are like, "Meh, I can't make sounds. It'll pick up on the microphone. Yeah, like that. Yeah. So, that's your turn. It's Baz's turn.
Well, the thing I can do will kill us all. So how about I don't? And I'll head up the stairs.
I was going to suggest checking upstairs, yes.
Yes.
So heading up the stairs would take you up
To
over
the main deck, I believe.
here, but it takes you to like here, and
Cool,
then you
yeah.
can move in and around. Yeah.
I'll open the door and head onto the deck.
Okay. Ocean.
So nobody really answered if there was more.
I don't think
said-
they were
I
sure.
think there was more.
Yeah.
Not only were we not sure, but we're a little shaken at seeing them.
Right. I guess I'm gonna like move back into that room, but make sure I'm not like right by the basement.
Sure. So these are the stairs that come out of it.
Also, to be clear, you still have the torch.
Which way do the stairs go?
The ones
Well,
you're
so
at go up with me.
Yeah, the ones you're at go up towards Baz. These are the ones that come up from the basement.
I'm gonna move to like there, I guess.
Okay.
And can I prepare? I never remember how this works because I almost never do it. Can I prepare an attack with my javelin if I see more milky bladder squeezins?
You sure can.
Cool. I'm gonna do that.
Sweet. Dunlum.
So
You
for
can
this-
also prepare an action too if you want.
Yeah, I could. So from my perspective, Dunlum also can't see if there's more coming up.
You saw that there were two swarms down
yeah,
there.
yeah. And he's probably going to say something about that, but he doesn't see them coming up the stairs yet, so...
Not yet. Mm-mm.
Prepare something. He will prepare to toll the dead them,
Okay.
but he will back up one and say, "There's more, there's definitely more! Run!"
Run for your lives!
It's the swarm of
Hold
rock
action.
grubs. So I'm gonna just move this dead swarm up here because it's easier. And the swarm of rock grubs comes up here, and then moves over here to share the space with Ocean.
I would have javelined it before it shared my space,
Oh, that's
right?
true. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, once it comes into view here, you guys can have your stuff hit it. So you could do javelin and then Toll the Dead. Javelin. Oh, you didn't do it. I was like, wait, that's not a save
24.
against a javelin. 24 hits.
Why is a
6 piercing
javelin a
damage?
wisdom save?
6 is the
Yeah.
exact amount of health that it had left after
Fuck
being
yeah.
thunderwaved. So you have officially defeated these rot grubs. So many rot grubs.
my gosh, that was stressful.
Poor
Maybe-
Gunk's heart.
Maybe they're keeping
Yeah.
rot grubs because we're supposed to let more rotten things come, and this is punishment for not doing that.
Or there are too many already. You know what? If it would make you feel better, chuck a mushroom down the hatch and let's get the hell up back to the deck.
Is there something down there that wants a mushroom?
Yeah, probably.
Let's hope
Oh,
not.
okay. Ocean will throw a mushroom down the stairs.
All right, everyone, field trip's over.
It just splashes, like makes a little splash sound as it falls into the gross standing water.
Well, I got 1 coin from that. Plus 1 gold coin.
Was that worth it, Gunk?
No. Blue? No, wasn't worth it.
Oh.
Andy or Baz, can you make a perception check for me?
I would love to. Although I'd rather Virgil did it. Nope. See,
That's a crit failure. Nope. You
rot
see
grubs.
nothing. You're just
Rot
like,
grubs.
Oh
I've
god,
already
right.
died and never.
I was
Oh,
following him up on deck, basically. As soon as we dropped out of turn order, I was going to go up.
Sure,
Mainly
you can
because
make a
I didn't want to be down there anymore.
you can make a perception
Yeah.
check for me as well.
Okay.
Which way is up?
Good question.
8.
Up here.
Things seem, all quiet.
I'm going to go check on the money boat.
Are we all just making perception checks?
Sure,
what
you
we're
can all
doing?
make perception checks as you come up.
Yeah, I'm following Gunk.
Yeah, everybody make a perception check as you come up.
I'm just doing the things that I was coming upstairs to do, and apparently perception checks are involved. I don't know
I rolled
why.
a 9. We're doing real good.
Yeah, I got a 12. We're doing super good, you guys.
Nope. Dunlum, as you come up the
Yeah.
stairs, you're
Probably
kind
last up
of,
the stairs.
super freaked out by everything that's just happened. And you're just kind of looking all around, and you look up, and from the crow's nest, you just see a goblin hanging over it with its shoelaces basically tied and like caught on like a nail sticking out of it. And he's just hanging upside down there, kind of swinging by his tied together shoelaces.
No. Please point this out.
I kind of looks up. Oh.
Kind of still just.
Is there anyone unaccounted for on your list, Virgil? Or your lack of list, I guess?
I'm just going to sort of roll the tarp back. Are all 4 of them still in there, like, passed out?
Yep.
Yep. I'm going to sort of, I assume Oceanus has been somewhat following us around.
Yes, he has.
I checked the bird on the way through, and then I'm going to sort of just, like, crack the door slightly and look in and see if I still see 3 lizard folk.
Yeah, you just kind of hear like lizards snoring.
Yeah, yes, I believe we are all good here.
He just doesn't say anything, but just points up.
Just like,
What?
Oh, the goblin friend.
Oh.
Hello.
yeah, he's passed out drunk again.
I'm gonna go ahead and fly up, and then with my talons cut the shoelaces so he drops.
Oh.
And catch him? And catch him? And catch him, right?
I
You're gonna
think it
catch him?
There was a period at the end of my sentence.
You'll catch him though, right? Like, that was the plan? You could cut it and then catch him and fly him gently down to the ground.
I had a period at the end of my sentence.
So,
I feel like as he plummets, Virgil's just gonna sort of be like, thump.
Yeah, you're gonna make a. What is the thing you roll to catch people? Dexterity? Strength?
Yeah,
I was gonna say
yes.
if it was a skill,
Athletics?
athletics.
Yeah, let's say athletics.
I don't think it's sleight of hand.
If this were like a baseball or something, yeah, I could see like dexterity, but this is a big, creature.
Mm.
Small
Well,
creature.
it's a small creature.
Bigger than a baseball.
Yeah. Give me an athletics check.
12.
Okay. How tall? I said it before, and I don't remember. How tall I said the mast
50 feet, I
was,
believe.
or the crow's feet thing was. So
think it was
how much damage per 10 feet is it?
1d6.
1d6
Normally
per
it's
10
6.
feet? Okay. So that's 5d6, yeah?
Yes.
But I'm gonna have that because you caught him, so it was the cushioned arms of Virgil as opposed to the hard wooden thing. So he
Oh,
only
the cushioned arms of Virgil.
cushioned arms of the centaur. So he only takes 8 damage, and he just kind of like doesn't even. He's just like, ah! And he's not dead. He's just real close to it, and still very drunk and passed out.
This one didn't actually fight us. I see no reason to kill him.
Yeah, what you got against goblins, man? Just like kill this guy in cold blood?
Does someone want to hold this?
Not you, Virgil, him.
No, just does someone want to hold this? Also, given that we've now hit the bottom of the ship, the middle of the ship, top of the ship, very top of the ship, should we get this thing headed back towards home?
It's a great idea.
Since there's a chest that we can't open and the like.
Yeah, sounds good.
Do note, I think that it would make sense for Dunlum to be in charge of all manner of things getting us home.
I have proficiency with water vehicles.
Ocean and Dunlum in charge of all things getting us home.
I do too. I know how to drive a
three
ship.
of us know how to boat.
Gunk,
Everyone
you have
but
a role
me.
of being in charge of being liaison to the large lizard folk in case they wake up and start asking questions, because the rest of them can't do that, and I sure as hell can't.
Yeah, fair.
I was gonna say, Baz and I and Ms. Ark, I believe, can do whatever the people in charge of getting us home need to do, and I will be the backup dealing with the lizard folk. But mine's the not fun version of dealing with the lizard folk.
Yeah, let's try to avoid that.
Good thing to roll. So proficiency just means you get to add your proficiency bonus to it, right?
Aye.
What's a good roll?
And some
What do you
things like
roll for
expertise.
sailing? What do you usually roll for
Dexterity?
vehicles?
It depends on the type of check that I'm trying to make. If it's something this big where operation of it is like sort of mechanical or functional, I would normally do int or wisdom. And like, I think the way that Andy and I have done it in the past is we even let people, like, I'm remembering Squirm with my brewer's tools, and it was like, what are you rolling? I'm like, Squirm does not learn recipes. He's just like, take a sip, nah, take a sip, nah. So that was a wisdom roll for him.
Gotcha. I would say that you guys, the three of you, can either all three roll, or two of you can roll with advantage. And you could either choose enter wisdom and add your proficiency bonus to it.
I can give you all advantage.
Well, I was going to say, I could be scrambling around doing ropes, and I can give you 2 advantage if that would make things alright.
Okay.
Because if we're doing intelligence, I have a -1, so I'm not going to be very
int or wisdom.
very helpful. Wisdom's 4.
I'm really bad on both those stats, so maybe I give both of you advantage.
Okay.
I dumped one and the other is the 0.
Nice.
Okay, cool. Yeah, cool.
Okay, so both Joel or Dunlum and Gunk roll at enter wisdom at advantage and add your proficiency, which you could just tell me what it is.
I'm just gonna roll 2d20 because I can't do saving throw either because I'm proficient in that. Oh wait, but you just said I had proficiency, didn't
With
you?
proficiency.
I sure did. So you got a
Okay, so that would
13
be
plus
13 plus 3 for wisdom plus 2 for proficiency. That's an 18.
Okay, 18 and 21. Or is that 21? Oh, you even have water vehicles in there. Look at you.
Yeah.
Sweet. So
I do too. Forgot about that.
And you can set it to attribute query so that it asks you what stat you want to roll it with.
Fancy.
Fine.
Yeah, you, the two of you are able to kind of like direct things, and Ocean kind of, knows what she's doing. And you just kind of shout orders at Virgil and Baz to, do the things that need to be done, and you are able to sail this ship home. I'm assuming that you've like attached your large a horse dinghy to your ship by a rope or dragged it up somehow or something. I don't ever want to say the phrase horse dinghy again. And, and you are able to sail home.
I'd also like to say that I've done this entire encounter with like still like wearing the horse sling. So I've just been sort of wrapped in what is essentially a large billowy dress this entire time.
Didn't we use the dinghy to get
A
up and down? We
rowboat.
didn't actually use the horse.
A rowboat
rowboat,
would have needed to have been, but no. I put on the horse sling because in case the dinghy failed, I wanted a backup plan. I didn't want to have the dinghy fail with me
Fair
pitched into the water to be like, put on the sling, Virgil, drowning.
Very fair.
On the way back, I'd like to try again to free my little parrot friend.
Sure. I mean, he's just been hanging out on your shoulders, occasionally going, "Squawk! Pieces of 8!"
I'll sort of tell him his arc. If you can speak to him at all, I'd like him to be free.
She just looks at you, and it's just like, you can see the look on her face. It's like, you know that I'm a magical animal, right?
I know that, and you and I can communicate, but I don't know.
Yeah, you could give me an animal handling check again.
5.
Still a 5. It hops to your other shoulder.
See, most people would be rolling to like make this a pet, which I'm succeeding at, but I'm trying to free it into the wild.
I like that your failing animal handling is making this parrot pet.
Like
And you
glom
see-
onto me better.
A little like tag around its leg, and it says like just like somebody clipped a little tag around it, and it just says Cuppa.
Is that your name, Cuppa?
Pieces of 8.
Shit. Well, now I have a pet.
Perhaps in this case, Baz, freedom is freedom to choose who it wants to be with.
I hope you
It's
never
actually-
plan to be stealthy again.
Incredibly wise.
Looks around party. Nope.
Stealth? What's stealth?
Again? At what point were we?
Hey, Baz was doing pretty good at stealth, just saying. Until he got a squawking parrot friend.
Okay, and you arrive at the docks of Saltmarsh, the town that you live in. Rachel, you should get rid of the turn order. You arrive at the docks of Saltmarsh, and it is the middle of the night.
Oh, I'm way zoomed in.
Wow.
It's also that I made those tokens really
You'll-
big so that you could see what the people look like. Whoops-a-daisy. That's what happened last time, huh? Bye. Scroll. Yeah, so you arrive at the docks, and Erlander is there, kind of, waiting with a small contingent of guards.
I'm sorry, what was the name? Erlander?
Islander?
Yep, Islander. Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Yep.
that was his
Okay.
name.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Just making sure.
Is Lander.
Is Lerner? Mm-hmm.
I hate you all so much. Wait, where does it say his fucking name?
Eleander.
It's Eleander,
It's Eleander.
but not anymore.
Eleander Fire.
Erlander.
Well, Erlander, I think we've done quite well.
Oh god, now we know where the fucking
you all.
stone of Gahul got its voice. Erlander.
Erlander.
Eleander is
Erlander.
Erlander the alien.
Murder.
Yep.
I
good.
hate all of you.
Just making sure.
That is arguably still my favorite moment from a DM in anything we've ever done, is you're just going through lines with that. Then you go, I made some choices with this voice. And then just drop right back into the voice like, oh well, made my fucking bed, guess I'm gonna lie in it.
Yep, Eleander Fireborn. I remember that now.
So
And
normally Baz would be like, first off the ship now, like you've gotten to know him. He's like, this adventuring thing is great, and he'd be running up to Eleander. He's kind of just moping around and lingering on the ship and
Aw.
having a hard time.
Virgil's probably like signaling, Eleander, we have the list expanded a bit.
I'm sorry, what?
The list that you gave us, a little bit longer than it was before.
You're not getting any extra money.
No, but I was indicating to you that the 4 that were originally on the list as you knew it before our trip, bound, gagged in the dinghy, probably still unconscious, honestly. I feel like there's probably like a muffled whack. Shut up. We've added 1 parrot, pieces of 8. Seemed non-threatening. 1 sea elf, Oceanus, not to be confused with the sea elf Ocean. Different sea elves.
That's
Just waving in the background.
They're very creative people.
Former prisoner, now freed. This, oh, shit. Baz.
Yes. Sorry, yes.
Quill. Quick.
Oh, wait, here you go. Yes.
Drunk ass goblin. 1 drunk ass goblin, mostly harmless, somewhat squashed, but not dead. Yep, nope, you just keep on keeping on, buddy. And what was that last one? Oh, right. 3 lizard folk sleeping, but very not bound. Think we're the new crew rotation. Was it, Gunk?
Yeah. I mean, technically, we kind of are. This is our ship now.
Fair enough.
You know, if they want to pay us as passengers, I'm happy to leave them here, you know?
Like, I feel like as you like turn to that, Virgil was turning back to Eleander, and then is gonna like just turn back and make prolonged eye contact. That, yes, passengers.
Yeah.
Who might have information. They kind of thought we just didn't really want to, slaughter them. Everybody else is dead though, including the rot grubs, thrown in for free as, a charge with no extra, or a service with no extra charge.
I got this real cool scar now, look! And my whole arm is just like a burn scar. Look at my cool scar, Eleander!
Whoa, that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you guys look like you need a rest.
Yeah.
Gunk, is it possible to help me speak to the lizard folk before we disembark?
Sure, I mean, yeah, sure. We gotta talk to them anyway, explain what's going on. So.
Yeah, we should let them know that we've pulled into Saltmarsh. Perhaps they don't want to be here. But yeah, if we go into the room, I'll just kind of slowly wake the one that we were talking to earlier.
And it just looks at you and it's just kind of like glaring. Just like, and just in common says, why?
Explain. And then I'd like you to translate if we could. We've pulled into the town of Saltmarsh. We're not sure if this is where you'd like to go, but that's where we're at the moment. This is now our ship.
They can barely, because they can speak common. Just barely.
Oh, okay, yeah.
When you say we pulled into Saltmarsh, they say not go.
I understand. But that's where we're at. And
on the just before you on the deck, Virgil's gonna go, okay, wait. That exact same situation that we talked about just happened again. How do we keep letting this happen?
the 2 squishies. Would you mind asking them if they want us to take them somewhere, or if they would stay in town a bit?
Look, we don't know where you're headed or what you're doing here, but this is our ship now, so if you want to stay on and pay us to be a passenger, that's fine. We're happy to take you wherever you want to go. But
we already
if not,
to go to our home with the weapons that you supplied us.
right, that was the old captain. I'm the captain now, so. No one else can speak Draconic.
I feel like just also for the, I don't know, the overall feel of the scene at the moment that Gunk's like, that was the old captain, I'm the new captain now. They should be able to like look out a window and see like Virgil just holding the old captain like by the top of his head, like lowering him to Eleander, like getting paid.
See, what happened was sort of a mutiny. So now I'm the captain, and this is the new crew. You know, Big Bird over here is one of my people.
You're really going to make us pay to go where we've already paid to go?
Well, not necessarily. No, you've already paid, and you know, if the gold was on the ship, technically it's our gold now. So I'm happy to give you a free ride. All you got to do is just, you know, tell us what they were doing, and you know, not get the weapons. Obviously, we can't give you those, but
we need the weapons. The weapons are the most important thing.
Sure. How about we step outside and have a cup of coffee, and you can tell us everything that
It is the middle of the night.
Know. Is it? I thought it was in the morning now.
No, it's like night yet.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll have a cup of tea then. Some nice chamomile. Come on, let's go.
Can we finish sleeping and talk in the morning? We're very flustered. Bims is very unhappy, and you just see the little pseudo dragon kind of poke its little head out and glare at you too.
Oh, well, I am very sorry about that.
You're translating quite a lot, Gunk. Is there a problem?
Kind of. You see, they already paid for passage and the weapons, and...
Oh.
Would it be all right if we let them finish sleeping and talk about this in the morning? The only thing I'm worried about is them trying to sneak off in the middle of the night.
No sneak.
I don't mind if they sneak. If they sneak off, is fine. If you need to leave, you are not being kept here by us.
The only problem is they want to take the weapons with them, and I don't think that's a good idea until we know exactly what they're doing with them.
Are these their weapons?
Apparently.
They're weapon traders. That's excellent.
And in Draconic, it just turns to Gunk and says, listen, we will make a promise. Let us sleep here and stay on the ship. We will speak in the morning and discuss terms for moving forward.
All right, sounds good to me. But you're not going anywhere with those weapons.
And he sticks out his hands to shake.
I would, but honestly, you don't want to.
I'll go ahead and reach my hand to shake them. In the palm of my hand, and if I could do this somewhat secretly, I have a little letter I'd like to.
You for sure can give me a sleight of hand check.
This is how I'm built. I'm built for this.
That's a 10.
Well, my passive perception is 16.
Yeah, the passive alone is 16. So, Gunk, you definitely see Baz slipping some kind of like folded piece of paper in with his handshake.
Okay. Take a note of that.
Take it. And in Draconic to you. May we sleep now?
Yes, you may. We'll be back in the morning.
I'll kind of bow a bit and leave. Thank you, Gunk. It means a lot to me.
Sure.
So
Gunk doesn't look happy.
I'll set up Ms. Park outside the door and I just say, hey, just let us know if they do leave in the middle of the night.
And Eleander is just like, so you, we got the prisoners. We got whoever this drunk goblin is. You got this parrot. Do you want this parrot? Should I take this parrot? I don't really want the parrot, to be honest. So forget I asked.
We want the parrot.
Okay.
We want the parrot.
We want
then
the parrot to choose where they want to be.
We're letting the lizard passengers sleep on the boat. I mean, it's your boat until the morning.
It's fine with me if it's fine with my
Yeah.
friends as well. I don't want to put anyone in danger.
And we need to go talk to the council right away tonight. We have very urgent things to talk to them about.
No, they're all sleeping except for me, so you're gonna have to table that until, like the afternoon.
Okay, but he's on maternity leave, and it just can't wait. So
Listen, my hands are tied. Janine handles all that stuff that you're talking about.
your hands are in the air right now. They're clearly not tied.
So
It's a,
two points, Alienda.
Metaphor, sweetheart.
One, there is a significant amount of goods in the hold, and I know that we had talked about we had possession of the ship, etc. But given that these were smugglers, I don't know if there are official channels that this should go through.
yeah, we'll discuss it all when we have a council meeting tomorrow.
Okay, second.
Council meeting tomorrow?
Full about this.
Okay, I can definitely relate this to the other large
She
issue.
can. The second point is, if Janine handles all the paperwork and she's been out on maternity leave, how has the town functioned for the last, 9 months?
Well, Janine's not a human, so,
Okay.
Gestation period of goblins is quite
right?
short.
They breed like rabbits,
Yeah, it's true. She
Like
just
rabbits
had a
that just got
litter.
out of jail. Yes.
But this is Janine is just for filing complaints for certain types of world-ending terrible things. She's a very niche position.
She's someone's cousin, isn't she?
Part of the mafia in this town.
Just don't say anything. She thinks she earned the job.
It's fine.
you know.
It's fine. Anyway, yes, I think that you have summarized the extent of what I hesitantly term our plan.
Did we decide, were there more rock grubs in the bilge that we did not deal with?
We have no idea.
Only saw
Dunlum
the two.
didn't see anymore. Dunlum had
Didn't see
was the one who knew there were 2 swarms, definitely. So
Okay. Perhaps we...
We're
if we
definitely
could
gonna
seal
scrub
that
everything.
area.
Yeah, if we could burn the
Tonight.
bottom half of the boat and keep it
No,
afloat, that would be
that's
great.
nothing.
Somehow. we could just burn everything in the boat, but not the boat itself. Figure out a way to do that.
I'd say we sleep then tonight. Go into town, get a drink, head to bed, and then deal with the ship and its contents in the morning. Nope, that's a bad idea. There's a lot of gold on this ship that I do not want to leave.
I think most of us, or all of us, should definitely stay on board. I mean,
There's
this is
actually
our
a lot
ship
of
now
weapons here too. Yeah,
I was
now
like,
that I think about it.
Yeah.
you
Now
said
that I say it
that
out loud.
you said that, and Virgil's like, yeah, run.
yes,
Okay, there. I see the recognition dawning in your eyes.
I will
there's also a lot
check
of-
out of the goat.
There's also a lot of sleeping quarters here, so perhaps we could go back, get some food and drink to go, and have a boat picnic.
Excellent. I'll keep Ms. Ark on the boat and just let me know if anyone tries to come onto the boat or something. Yes? Fair enough.
Gunk has a house and it's nice to sleep at. I could still sleep at Gunk's house with Gunk. Gunk
Oh, I
and
thought we
would
were
be
sleeping
happy.
on the ship.
Yeah, that's what they're saying, but we don't have to. We could keep making
Aren't we sleeping
friends.
here now?
I know.
I can give you the key if you want to stay home. That's fine.
To wanting to have a mushroom to sleep with. And we're not at your house yet, so I could say that. So
That's true. But the ship belongs to us now, so now the same rules that are at my house are now extended to the ship.
I don't think so. Because it's
Well,
not your
I'm the
ship.
captain now, so that makes sense.
Did we vote you captain?
Yeah, the lizard folk voted me captain. Anyway, I can give you the key if you want to go home. That's fine. If you want to go.
I just think that you should have a mushroom, and it would be good.
Perhaps we could come to...
How about not tonight? How about
Tomorrow?
we have other things? We'll talk about it tomorrow. How about that? It's
Okay,
been a long
Virgil, would
day.
you like a mushroom?
No. But I was going to
Why?
suggest a compromise of perhaps Gunk's cabin will now extend the same rules as Gunk's home. And on the rest of the ship, you have, I don't know, a quota for how many times you get to say mushroom or fungus.
No, I mean, I guess I could look up Google. I don't know how to Google. I could improvise how to say it in different languages, but I don't think that's a good idea. I think we shouldn't have a quota.
Okay, well, don't say it in Gunk's cabin at least. And
Okay,
hopefully
can I
that
say
should
it
keep the
outside Gunk's cabin? Like right outside?
No. You understand what the spirit of a law is.
But not the letter.
I'll pass by Ocean and just kind of quietly. You know, my teaching assistant hears many lectures that are quite boring from me. I'm sure she would love a change of pace to hear about mushrooms from time to time.
Really? I gave her a mushroom and she ate it and it was good.
Sorry, what? You?
Sorry, what?
I don't recall. Oh, well, that's her decision, I suppose. Anyway, and if you'd like to talk to her, she'd be all ears. She's not actually Weasel. It's sometimes she's a pigeon, sometimes a snake, but she's mostly what's called a fey creature. Who are magical little creatures who know sometimes many more things than we do.
Are you already so used to the parrot that you don't even react when it squawks in your ear?
Nope.
You cut out whenever
Oh,
you
did I?
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, no, that was the parrot.
And I figured it was parrot, but I wasn't sure. I
It
didn't.
was.
Yes, and the parrot. Are you okay? You need something?
Does your parrot want a mushroom?
Yes.
No,
Parrot, here's a mushroom.
no.
Would you like this?
no, don't,
Would
no,
not mind a mushroom.
no.
Parrot.
Parrots
holding
don't
up
eat
Give the
mushrooms.
parrot a
At
mushroom.
sea too long.
They don't
the
eat
parrot eat
mushrooms. They eat
mushroom?
seeds,
Parrot
not
takes the
mushrooms.
mushroom and puts it in its mouth and kind of like beaks it, like, and then just and throws it up onto Baz's front.
Oh,
Well,
I
I-
chewed it up for you, Baz.
Rogue,
Pieces of eight.
we're clean.
Now you'll have it on you while you sleep, so you don't have to hold one. You'll just have that mushroom on you.
Excuse me, Kappa. Are you say pieces of 8?
Who's Cup?
Kappa is the name of the parrot. Sorry.
Oh,
Oh, god damn it, I need to change the list.
Are you trying to tell us about maybe a hidden treasure on the boat somewhere?
Pieces of eight.
maybe that's just all Kappa knows how to say.
Yeah,
Pieces of 8 mushrooms?
pieces of. Perhaps yes. We,
Please,
Mushrooms.
please stop trying to kill the bird, Baz. Come on.
I'm certainly not. I'm letting the bird do it at once. It just happens to be.
You're trying to get him
making bad
killed.
choices on my shoulder.
Andy is trying to get the bird killed.
Andy's trying to get the bird killed.
Baz is just embracing radical freedom for the bird.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh god. So what was the plan? We're eating here, sleeping here.
We're eating
I don't
here,
particularly
and then
wanna
we're
get
all
off.
sleeping at your house, and then we're coming back here in the morning.
We'll go ahead and get
Eating
No.
here, drinking here,
And if we
sleeping
have
here
anything
for me.
yeah, at our stuff, we'll stay.
Yeah.
here.
We're staying. Well, I am staying right here to make sure nothing happens.
Fair
Like I
enough,
said, you can go home, Blue, if you want.
I'll stay with you because we're becoming friends. It was just
Yes.
sleepovers.
It is a lot of fun. Yeah, as long as when we divide cabins, you don't talk about mushrooms in mine. That's totally fine.
Okay.
Have more
Would you like a
sleepovers.
mushroom now?
No, thank you.
Okay.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. I would like to, so we're moving stuff around and getting food and stuff, right? Now. Is that what we're doing?
I think
Well,
so.
I mean, there's ham and salt beef.
Well,
and...
I think it's
Yeah.
also that like the people who stayed at like the inn are probably going to grab, like Virgil's just going to grab all of his stuff and move it here and
Sure.
probably
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
I have a nice blanket that I've kept at the end, so I'll bring that here.
When I get a chance, I'm gonna get Virgil, not alone, but away from Baz, and want to talk to him about something.
That's easy to do.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
so while Baz is off doing something else.
Baz may have headed towards the inn first.
Yeah, he's also
All
just
right.
kind of daisy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try and stop Virgil. Hey, Virgil, can I just talk to you for a sec? I know you're keen to get off the boat, but this won't take a minute.
This one's big enough that I'm starting to feel somewhat secure on it.
That's great. Good to hear. Look, something happens. You know how Baz was like real interested in those lizard folk? That was kind of weird. He asked them if they knew someone called Montague, which don't sound like a lizard folk name, honestly, which is weird enough, but not really the point. Well, for one thing, they didn't seem very happy to hear the name. I can tell you that. And they refused to answer his questions, which makes me think that they do know whoever this Montague guy is. Which is curious enough. How well do you know Baz exactly?
Something on the order of 6 hours longer than you?
Okay. Well, is it possible that he could be involved in some of this weapon trading with the lizard folk, do you think? Because he already seemed to know him. Seems really interested.
Virgil's gonna sort of, I imagine, like, follow the figure of, like, Baz, sort of, like, skipping down the dock. He's intelligent, but do you really think that's a weapons trader?
You see Cuppa pecking at my head, and I'm like, oh, stop.
Well, maybe not necessarily. Maybe didn't know what he was getting into at the time. That can happen.
He said something, at least to me, and I don't remember if it was to all of us, about a colleague who had a letter to him, and it seemed important. And remember, we threatened that child because of it?
Yeah, I remember the child threatening, yeah.
Yeah, maybe that has something to do with it?
Maybe. Also, for one thing, he slipped a note to one of the other guys, and he tried to keep it secret, but he's not all that stealthy, which makes me concerned.
Yes.
Everyone's entitled to privacy, but all things being as they are, that is pretty suspicious.
Also, being murdered in my sleep by 3 lizard folk isn't really high on my list of to-dos.
Yeah. One more thing. Don't you think it's a little weird that passengers on a pirate ship whose entire crew gets taken over by somebody else and their reaction is, oh, hey, do you mind if we just stay the night and keep sleeping until the morning, instead of like, oh, this is real weird and bad for us. Maybe we should talk about this right now. That's weird.
That suggests to me that perhaps they are one of 2 things. Either extremely naive, or extremely experienced and battle-hardened.
Well, they sure didn't seem naive.
If you said to me a long-time mercenary captain reacted to the mutiny resulting in a complete crew change of the ship with, yeah, that's great, talk to me in the morning, kind of fits. I've worked with people that I think would fall into that category. Again, though, if we circle back to the item on my sort of personal list of not getting murdered by lizard folk in the night, that's more concerning now.
Yeah, I'm very concerned. Look, we should all sleep on the boat, and we should all be in turns and really make sure that we don't get anything from these lizard folks. I also think that we should barricade the door, because before it was kind of like, well, we want to keep them out of trouble. Now it's like, we want to keep them away from our sleeping friends.
Fair point. Both of the cabins on this level seem to have doors that locked, right?
I believe so.
The deck
the
mage.
Wizards did, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The deck mage and the captain. So perhaps if we just divide our quarters between these 2, we can lock ourselves in whenever we're not keeping watch. And
Problem with that is, if the people keeping watch get overpowered, very quickly, they can just take the boat and go wherever they want, and we're stranded out to sea with a bunch of murderous lizard folk.
I'm not sure they know how to operate a vessel of this size, given the fact that they are paid passengers on a vessel of this size. It took
I think they were more after the weapons than the passage, so that may not be relevant.
Well, quick clarification. Did they say they were providing the weapons in order for passage?
They were getting the weapons from the pirates and taking the weapons back to their home.
And this would seem to dovetail with the letter that was saying, deliver weapons, here's payment, etc. And
look. Sorry, you going?
And the shield had the same sigil that we saw on that letter.
Yeah. All I'm saying is, I think there's a lot more going on here than we first thought, and I think we've just stepped into something real deep.
Fair.
And I also think our feathered friend is probably not all that he's making out to be.
Possible. Insofar my dealings with him, I think that Baz is generally well-intentioned and honestly excited to be doing some of these horrible, horrible things that we've had to do, like chasing down people in dinghies rowing out to sea. He seems to derive a lot of excitement from activities that those of us who are more used to the adventuring life consider part of the sort of grind of it all.
Well, the fact that he tried to kill an innocent man, you know, the goblin just like sleeping, he did try to murder that man. Please don't forget that.
I'm not saying that the excitement might not have taken a dark turn.
I'm saying I think we should be very wary of these people in this operation. I think we should also be wary of Baz. I don't know what he's doing or what he's up to, but it's something.
10-1, he ends up bringing back a bunch of flagons of wine, and he's real excited about it.
Look, people can be more than one thing.
Sure.
You know, everyone contains multitudes. I'm saying, I'm just asking for a little backup here, you know?
I think that as part of keeping all of us safe, yes, it is a good idea to keep our eyes on all of these things and make sure what the hell the lizards are up to.
Yes.
Hopefully they'll tell us in the morning. Did we agree to provide them breakfast? What services were included with the passage?
All included.
I don't know. We'll be able to scrounge up some meat and coffee. I don't know.
Okay.
All right.
If I catch Dunlum, I just want to say, buy you a drink, Dunlum, for a job well done. And if Ocean, I don't know if Ocean is with the bar-going group, the inn, or the or going off on their own. But whoever's with me, Dunlum, Ocean, I'll buy a drink and then buy a few flagons of wine to take back to the boat. How much did that run me here? A couple gold, maybe.
Sure. 2 gold.
And then the first drink that I buy everyone, I just immediately just drink it quickly. Kind of put it down, ask for a refill. Drink that quickly. Kind of awkward silence before... Right, back to the boat. Right? Anything else we need to do in town?
Are you upset about the rock grubs?
No, it's part of adventuring life. Have close calls.
Because if you got rock grubs in your arm, I would burn you.
That's fair, I suppose. I would return the favor.
So you don't have to be upset.
Yeah, it was... I don't know if you know about rock grubs too much, but we were seconds away from them overtaking Gunk.
But that's part of life, right? People die and they rot.
And without Dunlum here, I certainly wouldn't be talking anymore tonight. It was just closer than I had anticipated, and it's my first time that close.
Oh, I was in the Navy, but I remember my first time. It was really scary. We were out at sea, and one of my friends who I'd trained with up through all of it, she died, and that sucked a lot. But it's okay now because she's rotten, so she's helping save the world.
It's true. 2 old friends that we've lost along the way.
And helping save the world with rotten mushrooms.
I'll drink to that. Dunham, you're not a father, a cleric? Do you have a profession of your religion, or are you merely a practitioner?
I simply consider myself a father, a follower. Sorry, not father, follower.
Yes.
Can't
Follower.
say it's hard.
You don't have a flock of your own?
No, I do consider myself under Search's notes. I do consider myself under the congregation of Welgar.
Huh.
Oh, he sees that there wasn't any recognition. A local priest of Procan in town. You haven't met him? He's around.
Can't say that I have. No, I'm new to town, of course. Well, consider this bird part of your flock now.
Indeed.
To the boat!
Yeah, sometime before everyone
sorry.
leaves, someone just kind of does, looks at his drink a bit. I think we all have memories we'd rather forget. That's life, I suppose.
True.
And then hit that boat.
I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours someday.
Indeed.
Wink.
All right.
Right,
So
we'll come back with flagons of wine for anyone, and kind of, I wouldn't mind sitting up drinking, but if everyone's going to bed, I'll go to the wizard's quarters eventually, and I don't mind. I have a bedroll in my pack, and I'll spread that out on the floor.
Question: was there a bathtub anywhere on the ship, say in the captain's quarters?
Bilge area is kind of a bath.
There was that large barrel of like clean water in the galley.
That is true.
Right.
Can someone help me drag that somewhere?
Virgil will, if you asked, Virgil would trot over and move it.
Yeah, into one of the lockable rooms, probably the captain's quarters.
Yep.
All right, I'm happy. We'll take shifts in watch. Yeah, we'll watch in pairs because dangerous lizard folk.
sure. Okay. How do you want to do your watches? Who wants to? Still do what? 3 watches? I think is a good.
I can go first. I'll probably be drinking even by myself later than people are up. So
if Baz is going first, I'll go on with Baz.
okay.
So you can either both roll, or one of you can roll with advantage for perception.
I will not give advantage to Gunk.
Okay.
Fine.
5.
So Baz gets a 5.
Okay.
Get a 15.
15's better than a 1.
15. Yeah. It's actually only gonna. Well, no, it'll be 2 watches. You'll just sleep well into the morning. Yeah, you don't notice anything. There's a handful of like dock workers out on the, doing some late night stuff. No noise comes from the lizard people. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Cool.
Gonna do the next watch.
Yep. Gunk, who do we wake up? Do we wake up Ocean and Virgil next? let Dunlum sleep
Uh,
it.
She only has to meditate for 4 hours. I don't know how many hours it's been.
Oh, then
So it's only been
Dunlum
2, so if
and Virgil.
we get
And then-
Dunlum and Virgil, you're just awake then.
Yeah, and then you can just be
Yeah.
resting but awake.
Cool.
Okay. How would you
Great
like to do
seal.
your perception?
I'll probably give Dunlum advantage.
17. Yeah. Again, you just nothing really happens. You're not surprised by anything, nothing out of the ordinary, nothing strange. Just it is.
I feel like Dunlum Hall on deck would see Virgil, who's sort of, like patrolling. That's how I'm conceiving of this help, is that Virgil's sort of patrolling. But you're going to see Virgil pull a piece of paper, essentially out of almost the cloak / shawl that he wears, and unfold it and just sort of look at it. And I'd say from that distance and in the light, you can see that it's just it seems like it's a list, and like the top couple items are just crossed out. And it's a much older piece of paper. He's gonna sort of like fold it back up.
Yep, and Dylan's gonna pretend like he didn't see that.
Secret.
Secret. Okay, so then Ocean, you're the final watch. Give me a regular old perception check.
Nice.
So it is starting to be like morning now because you guys got a late start on sleeping, and you just see the docks are starting to get real busy with sailors and maybe even just some kids running around and other stuff. And you can see that the door to the lizard people's room opens, and they walk out, but they just sit down. Like they literally just sit on. They just sit down and kind of breathe in the salt air, and they seem to have their own little like carafe of coffee and stuff. And they see you waving, and they just kind of wave back.
Good morning.
Why? Why did we fall into this trap of letting Ocean greet the lizard folk in the morning?
Because we forgot they got to start on our sleep.
Can we retroactively say to Ocean before she goes on watch, like, wake us up as soon as the lizard folk come out of their room? Is that something that we can do?
I mean, honestly, Virgil also probably wouldn't even say that, because Virgil's pretty sure that Ocean would get us if they looked like they were bolting, or would like raise the alarm and try to stop them. And as long as they're obeying the thing of we'll talk in the morning, Virgil really just wants to fucking sleep.
If they wave back to me, I am going to go over to them and offer them some mushrooms. Just hold out a few mushrooms for them.
I figured I could just actually bring up this, and you could,
Oh yeah, shit, Oceanus. What's he up to?
Oh, yeah, he's here too.
He straight up just found a bed downstairs in the ship and passed out.
He said
He
hard go of it.
He went to the galley and basically just ate his fill of ham and salt beef and whatever, and just drank the water that he could before Gunk got into it, and then just went down and passed out downstairs.
Drunk flavored water.
I just kind of pictured Gunk diving
yeah.
into the barrel and then like Virgil carrying that.
I'm going to offer the lizard folk some mushrooms.
They are going to kind of look at them strangely and say, thank you.
You're
They reach
welcome.
into their pack and they just pull out some like dried bugs and just offer them over to you.
Oh, thank you. Nobody ever gives me anything in return for my mushrooms. This is so sweet. You're so kind. If you sleep with the mushrooms right here, if you go sleep, here with the mushroom, I'm going to put a mushroom here. You might have some really good dreams.
Mushroom sleep?
Yeah, you might have really good dreams.
And the stick it in like a breast pocket.
I'll let you enjoy your breakfast. Thank you for the bugs.
And they'll wave and just stay talking. And that is where we'll end tonight. And we'll come back with dealing with lizard
Beautiful.
people in the morning and town councils and getting your monies and all of those things next week.
Money,
Awesome.
money, money. Are we
Yeah.
level 3? That's what
Oh.
I want to know.
You are. Do we want to do a really quick HP roll?
Sure.
Sure.
I mean, yeah.
Sure.
Let's do a really quick HP roll before we get off. You will be level 3 next session.
We can do it in ascending order of die size. So, Baz first.
Yeah.
Ascending.
Sorry, I clicked. That was intentional.
You're good. Oh, I'll take my 6. I'm good.
Also,
Wow,
you would have
any-
been next as a D8, so
Yeah.
Right, okay, yeah.
Wow, did you guys
Oh, hell
both
yeah.
just roll the
Max.
highest you could?
yeah.
Yes.
Max,
Yeah.
Oh,
nice.
nice.
Good job. Okay, who's next?
I have 10.
I'm also 10. You can go first, Monty.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Solid.
Yeah, I'll take that.
All right, Ocean. Come on, Tank.
I'm gonna
Hey,
put
not
some
bad.
this time.
All right, Virgil.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and take that because I'm terrified.
I mean, I don't know what you're. Look at how this great. Oh, see, you just cheated. Fate. I don't know. Anyway, yay! I just wanted to see if I would roll terribly since nobody trusted me, but everybody rolled pretty well. Yeah. So you will be level 3 next week, and you will have lizard folk interaction and council interaction, and find out where to go from there.
Yes.
Yay.
Awesome. Thank you so much, everybody, for playing. Thank you so much, Rachel, for DMing. And thank you, everybody watching, for spending the evening with us and having, hopefully, some good fun as we honestly incurred the most time and terror in clearing that boat with the random rot grubs in the very bottom of it. But let's like first mate knocked out, bosun knocked out, captain and deck wizard like okay, we lost the wizard for a little bit, but we're fine. Rot grubs. Oh god. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, you can follow us here on twitch.tv/helpfulgoat, and you will get notified every time we go live. You can check out our complete archive over on YouTube. Just look for Helpful Goat Gaming. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Helpful Goat. You can use !Discord to get a link to join our Discord, where we have a lot of fun. We do some internal streams. We do lots of fun stuff in there. And as always, from everyone here at Helpful Goat, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Be safe, be well, be kind to yourself and to each other. Love y'all.
Bye.